What's going on, guys? This podcast is brought to you by Merrick Health. And if you go to merrickhealth.com/RBP, it's going to bring you to this page. This is my page at Merrick Health. If you use code RBP, you get 10% off. There's two packages here that you can get. This checkup panel, 7 tests, 53 biomarkers is $120. With my code, makes it $108. This one is the one I recommend, though. It's an optimization package, 27 tests, 84 biomarkers, and it includes, this is the important part, a 45-minute lab review with one of their professionals. So what that's going to do is that professional is going to help you read through, explain anything in your blood work that doesn't look good. It's also going to help help one of their professionals read through and tell you how to optimize your hormones. If your test levels are too low, if they're too high, maybe you're taking too much, maybe you're not taking enough, maybe you're not taking anything, you need TRT. Any of those things that you are curious about, that blood work with that consultation is going to help you figure it all out. So guys, get to merrickhealth.com/RBP or use code RBP at checkout and get optimized today.
So what are you always drinking in there?
Coffee.
Is it coffee?
Yeah.
I love coffee. Big coffee fan. You drink black coffee or do you put a little cream and sugar in there?
I put 2 sweetener.
2 sweeteners.
That's it. It's become a ritual. Like no matter when I'm podcasting, whether I'm doing a solo or a group podcast, I have to have a coffee. Just
I could drink coffee all day.
What's wrong with you, Ian? I know you can hear me. Okay, let's go on without Ian.
Hey.
Are you high? Is that why? Did you smoke a whole bunch of weed? No.
What's up?
What's going on? You had a horrible flight home or what?
Oh my God, what a goddamn disaster that was.
Really?
This guy changed.
Yeah, my fucking flights were canceled and fucking changed, and I missing connections. I mean, I ended up getting home fucking way later. It was brutal.
What time did you end up getting home?
I sat in Columbus Airport for like 7 hours.
Oh, that's fucking brutal, man. What'd you do with your 7-hour layover?
Slept for 4 of it, and then played games on my phone for 3.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
This lady on the one
I closed my eyes. I literally fell asleep like hard for 4 hours.
Yeah. Go ahead, Seth.
Now, this lady on the flight from Texas, from Dallas to Pittsburgh, it's like 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, she sat there the entire time and played the same fucking fruit explosion game on her phone for 3 hours and 20 minutes. I was like, dude, you are a psychopath.
I can do that.
Yeah, it doesn't shock me, man. I think my last flight was Detroit to Vegas. It was like 3.5 hours. I just sat on my phone for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, but like she just did one game.
Yeah.
The same game.
Yeah.
Over and over. I was amazed.
But when I step outside of myself and look at it, just sitting on your phone for 3.5 hours seems like a long fucking time to stare at it like a little screen like that.
Yeah.
But like it's like, yeah, it is easy.
I watch full movies on my phone all the time.
Yeah, I know. I still can't get over that.
Yeah. I'll lay in my living room with my 80-inch TV and watch a movie on my phone.
I don't get it. Seth,
no, you won't.
Yeah, this retard watches
every day.
Yeah. He's got a TV right there. He's watching his fucking like this.
Because then I can lay in whatever position I want and just put it right there.
Yeah, but
instead of having to like get comfortable in the position where the TV is, I can put my body in the right position, put the TV there.
Yeah, but then you're like holding this, but you're holding your phone. Like,
or I like lay on my side and rest it on my arm and just like watch it right there, you know?
I mean, it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make any sense, Seth. Don't try to make sense of it. Just tell him he's retarded.
It's just easier. It's so much better.
Well, because you could lay on your side and just watch the TV that you have on the wall that's 80 inches.
But it's like far and it's a bit higher, and it's like I just want to put it right in that location I want.
Like I want it right in my eyes. Like,
no, I don't hold it like right here. I hold it like, you know.
I mean, I always thought people were crazy for watching movies on their phones on a plane, but then I actually did it the past couple of times and I enjoyed it. But I don't think I could sit there like at nighttime, like.
Yeah.
I do literally every day of my life.
Holy shit.
I don't think I've ever watched a movie on my phone.
I've probably watched 500 to 700.
I'm excited. I'm going to start watching that show Paradise on
It's
Disney
good.
Plus. I'm going to try it out.
I think I'm behind a couple episodes. I got to catch up.
There was one today too, so you're whatever you are, you might be two behind. Yeah.
Let's before anybody gets on here and it gets too loud and crazy, let's take a look at the Arnold. First of all, I just want to say Colossus Kennedy.
So
This kid's fucking phenomenal.
yeah,
Like look at his back. Look at his back. Like this is crazy.
I mean, even his glutes are pretty tight at that size too. Like,
Yeah, 11 weeks out or whatever it is. It's crazy.
yeah,
He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good. Going to the Arnold here. Best night show I've ever been to.
Yeah, I agree.
Samson Derek fucking put on a massive display of fucking like Samson was going crazy and Derek just stayed with him the whole way.
You know, I was reading some stuff online and watching like, you know, people that review the show and they do like rage baity shit.
Yeah.
And then like in the comments, some people realize it's rage bait and then some people don't. Dude, this show in person was phenomenal.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the pictures don't do it justice.
No,
Like the pictures do not.
No.
Whatsoever. Like it was fucking crazy.
I
Like,
mean,
even, like,
this picture's
the size of Andrew is insane. Like he looked like a fucking alien on Saturday night.
yeah. I mean, these pictures are pretty accurate to me.
yeah, but they look sharper in real life. You get like the real, like the lights are different. It's just they look
Yeah.
nicer in person. All of them, you know.
Yeah.
I will say this. This was the first show I've seen in a while up close of like top tier bodybuilders. Bro, the skin texture up close is something that like you don't see it in real life.
Yeah.
Like you don't see it in everyday regular life. Like to see the skin texture will even blow your fucking mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show. Derek, the best Derek ever. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Both agree?
Yeah.
I think this may be the best Derek ever. I can't tell from the photos because like this is a side by side of the Olympia and the Arnold.
He's so much bigger now, you know.
And I don't know if he was bigger. I thought he was just more balanced. I thought his upper body was the same size. His legs came up a bit from the Olympia.
He's up top. He's way bigger now than before.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I thought he was actually more balanced.
What do you mean?
His upper body, I don't think his upper body is bigger than it was at the Olympia.
No, I'm not talking about the Olympia. I'm talking about the one oh sorry. I'm talking about the Olympia he won, not this Olympia here.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm just talking about these two pictures here. This is like this is
He looks way better than the Olympia for sure.
what I'm trying to say is this is this is last year's Olympia where he took third. And this is the Arnold.
Yeah, no, he was definitely better here.
It's what's crazy is like I remember him being worse at the Olympia, but maybe you can't tell because of the angle of the video. But like he looks comparable. He looks comparable here.
No, I mean you can see the detail, like you look through the fucking shoulder and chest and like stuff like that.
Wait.
Back's fuller, denser, hamstrings. Look at the lines in his hamstrings there, the difference.
Wait, no, he's just flexing them. 1 second. I kind of went through this. Like, look, I know he was better. I'm positive he was better, but like you can't really. All I'm saying is you can't really see it as much in video.
Sweet,
Like,
better there.
Legs are better there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, the thought that I was
It's just not it's not as drastic as I thought it was. That's all. Sorry, go ahead, Seth.
No, I was going to say, I think that, like his posing, his presentation of his physique was much better.
Yeah.
Like the little differences that he changed made a huge difference on stage. But like, do you think, I don't know. I would love to talk to him to know how different the prep was. But I mean, I think that he was literally peaked to perfection here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think they missed anything leading into it, but I mean, he was peaked perfectly.
The arm and that's way different.
Well, this is where I'm looking. Like the chest here, the chest fullness on this side, and the delt.
So much more pop.
But he's also. But hold on a minute. The elbow is also sticking out here, and the elbow is also tucked here. That makes a big difference. So it's like you can't. It's hard to compare because the pose is not exactly the same.
Yeah, but even the split down the side legs a little better.
But I think that's where I go with Seth, where I'm like, maybe see, look at his hamstring there. You can see some strips there. You see some, right? I just think I think it's two things. I actually don't think he got any bigger. I think he's just peaked, like Seth said, he's peaked perfectly. So
he's fuller, like everything's way fuller.
So everything's a little bit more full, and in combination with his presentation being better.
Yeah.
I don't like this pose on him though.
He should hit a crab only or that hand clasp.
This pose is better for him.
And no, the most musculars he was hitting was like that. That was a bad choice.
This is a bad shot for him. Yeah.
Terrible shot for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, in video, maybe I can't tell as much, but being there, I was like, this has to be the best Derek I've ever seen. And we were there, you know, me and you, Ian, were sitting like 4 rows up in 23 when he won.
Yeah.
So we saw him win, and I think that was a better look.
I agree.
So Samson's got his hands full.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone's got.
Well, because Samson was pretty fucking near perfect on Saturday night.
He was definitely better than Friday. I think he wasn't quite as good as he was at the Olympia, but I still think he was much better. But they were 1 point apart on the Saturday, so that makes sense, you know. I
thought on Saturday, like, that might, you know, that's up there with one of Samson's best looks to me. Like, this look on Saturday night to me was crazy.
It was definitely better, yeah.
Yo, Saturday night he looked wild, but I was gonna say, do you think that the size difference on him like played against him? Like, because on Friday he had a little bit of trouble with his stomach.
I don't know if I don't think that's a size thing. I think it's maybe they tried to load him. Maybe he ate something that didn't agree with him. Maybe he was bloated. I don't think it has to do like. I think people need to understand something. I saw a few comments in some of the channels that Samson's playing the size game.
He still pulls a vacuum.
But hold on. This is the thing. Samson's already bigger than everybody. Like, there's nobody on that stage that's bigger than Samson, except maybe Andrew, but he's a little lankier. Yeah. So would you agree with me that there's nobody on that stage that's bigger than Samson?
No, he's bigger than Samson.
Okay, so if nobody on the stage is bigger than Samson, then he doesn't have to play the size game, right? That whole premise doesn't really make sense. And knowing him and Mel, I've talked to them. He's literally eating nothing. Like, he's eating so low calories. And she was like, all we did, this is what and I'm pretty sure he wouldn't mind me telling this. He said that they moved into their new house and he was starting to do work around the house, kind of to pass the time. Cause it was like, he went from one prep to another, which we need to get into also. Don't let me forget. So he was doing a lot of work around the house. Would you stop with your fucking asshole? Doing a lot of work around the house, and they noticed he was getting lean too quickly. Like, he was losing weight too quickly. He was still like 10 or 11 weeks out, 9 weeks out, right? So she was like, hey, you know what? Maybe you need to stop working around the house. Like, let's wait till after the show to do all like the renovations and whatever we're doing. Just take it easy. Just chill. Do your cardio. Eat your food. That's fine. She said he started growing. They weren't eating a lot of food. He just started growing. He was getting bigger. Every week they would look and he was getting bigger. He was getting harder, but he was getting bigger.
Yeah, because I remember 8 weeks out, he looked fucking wild.
Dude, he's just a fucking freak. Like, he told me, he's like, honest to God, I'm not trying to get bigger. He's like, I work out and I get bigger. And I'm like, this is just a genetic thing with this guy. Like, it's not. So as far as all I'm trying to say is, was he too big? I personally wouldn't say he's too big. I'd say the stomach needed to have more control like he did on Saturday night. And he was retaining a little bit of water, which I don't know if they tried to load him with something or what. But yeah. I thought Saturday night they cured both those ailments.
Yeah, and I think that he needed a little more color and a little more glaze on the Friday, which he remedied as well. So I think when you combine that with being a hair dryer, midsection being a little more, in control or whatever they changed with food to kind of bring it in a bit more. When you combine all those together, I think it was definitely a better look on the Saturday.
Well, let me ask you this, Seth. You saw how big he got. And obviously he looks a little bit bigger than the Olympia, but you just saw him on Saturday night. On Saturday night, did you think the extra size played in his favor or against?
On Saturday night, I thought...
like, when he stood there and hit that hands clasped, most muscular...
The most muscular was... that was one of the most musculars in person. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Or on Saturday night, hitting that side tricep with his stomach tucked in instead of on the Friday when it was kind of a little protruding a little bit. Like, those shots were like...
Oh, they were fucking wild. I honestly thought that Samson was going to edge out Derek.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to edge him out on Saturday, just because Samson brought it was so much better. I don't know. Like I've never, took a judging class. I don't know what the criteria is whenever they go through it, but it's like on Friday night, if Samson would have came in like he did on Saturday and then got a hair better on Saturday than he was on Friday, if Saturday was Friday, you know what I mean? You following?
Yeah, but I hear you. But more specifically, straight to the size. Just take the way he looked on Saturday night with that extra size.
Yeah.
Do you think it was too much, or do you think he was better when he's smaller?
I don't think it was too much, but I think the package that he brought at the Olympia was better. You know what I mean?
Really?
I think that his Olympia package was better. I think there's nobody else that's that big. And whenever Derek came out, the one thing that even a lot of viewers need to understand, that like whenever you hit a peak and you are as polished as Derek was, it is very difficult to take your eyes off of that.
Yeah.
The package that he brought to have perfect tan, perfect glaze, perfect peak. Like, I mean, the most difficult things to hit in bodybuilding, to even get your tan perfect as a pale white dude, is super difficult to do.
Yeah.
And the dude didn't sweat through his tan. He didn't, his glaze didn't run. Like, dude, it was wild to look at.
Yeah,
so,
he nailed everything. He nailed everything perfectly. Yeah.
Again, you look at the scorecards, it was super fucking close. I don't.
The second night, the first night was a little bit more of a gap because Samson wasn't at his absolute best. But the second night was close. I don't know. Maybe I forget the Olympia, but I really like this version of Samson on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, Saturday. Fuck yeah.
I thought it was just big, and the condition was there, and his stomach control was there on Saturday night. And I thought the same thing you did. I thought, you know what? I think he's going to get him back. I thought, after Friday, after going back and looking at photos, looking at videos, I'm like, okay, Derek's better Friday night. But then on Saturday, I thought for sure he's going to get him, and I think you guys agreed with me.
I thought it was close on Saturday.
Yeah. 1 second. We have a guest. Oh my God. We have a guest for episode 200. The fucking ass man's back.
What's up, fuckers?
There he is.
I wasn't expecting that.
Hello, Nick.
Howdy ho.
How are you? It's been a while.
It's been a couple years.
Awkward.
Awkward.
It's good to have you back. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I feel good.
You're what? You're 11 weeks out from New York?
No, I'm Pittsburgh.
Oh,
brother.
Pittsburgh. Sorry, Pittsburgh. 11 weeks out from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All
10
right.
weeks.
10 weeks from Pittsburgh. Your latest update looks pretty good.
Thank you.
All the ones before that, not so much. The last one, very good. I'm just joking. No fucking listen.
Log off.
I know he's got
fuck this podcast. I'm out.
Were you at the Arnold, Nick? We were talking about the Arnold.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I was there all weekend.
You went to the show?
I did not go to the show. I just watched it on the live stream.
What did you think of the live stream? I heard it's harder to judge on live stream, but what did you think?
It is. So honestly, I did have Samson winning on Friday. But again, I wasn't there in person. I could see why they leaned more toward Derek. I guess Samson was probably a little overcarbed. I don't know if it was exactly a conditioning problem because he came back Saturday. But I thought after Saturday night, it was enough for him to shut the door.
Yeah.
But I guess, again, I wasn't there in person, but I'm gonna just assume based on what I heard that Derek was just peeled Friday and Saturday, and that's what kind of won over.
Does that make you feel more or less confident going into the bigger shows?
Well, it kind of pisses me off because Derek won against Samson, who was more peeled, and then when I lost to Samson, I was diced and lost. So I was kind of annoyed.
Yeah,
I was like, cool, bro.
I can understand that. But
But no, that doesn't. If anything, it makes me more confident because little man wins again, and I always come in peeled. So
Yeah. What did you think of where do you know what, where do you see yourself? Like if you win Pittsburgh, you got to first
yeah.
you got to get past Martin again. And then
Easy.
and, I don't know if it's easy. He's put on a lot of size.
Me too.
Okay. I missed you, Nick. um, so you got to get past Martin. That's
Yeah.
light work, I guess, for you as far as you're
I mean,
concerned.
like I said before, he couldn't beat me at my worst, so it is what it is.
Yeah, but he was a lot smaller, so I think it's going to be a good matchup.
Yeah, well,
I think you
I'm
guys are. I
pumped.
think you guys are both better. So you might edge him out again. You might. I don't know. We'll see. He's got some momentum riding the fourth at the Olympia.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna end soon.
Okay, so if you win Pittsburgh, are you going on to New York?
I haven't decided yet. I'll see how things go after Pittsburgh.
Why wouldn't you? Isn't it like a week later?
It is.
Well, wouldn't you just go collect a check then? If you win Pittsburgh, you're probably going to win New York, unless you're worried about Regan. I don't know.
No, not really.
Fucking Nick. All right, you get to the Olympia with the current crop of dudes. Where do
Yeah.
you land?
All right, so at what I saw at Olympia, and then what I see at the Arnold, if I am my true best, I'll be in the top three again.
So who do you see ahead of you then? Hottie and Derek, or Samson and Derek, or
No, truly I don't know because you seen Derek, he was off at the Olympia, right? And then he was pretty on at the Arnold. Samson was, I'd say, pretty on at the Olympia, maybe slightly a little worse at the Arnold. Hottie, in my opinion, has been slipping a little bit.
I agree.
So it's really going to depend on who comes in, to be honest.
But you
And
think
now
you're,
that we all kind of have new coaches, we've seen what Derek has done, but that was a short amount of time,
yeah,
right? So now that he's going to have a more time to kind of chill, put some size back on, and then go into the Olympia. Samson, I'm assuming is going to chill.
yeah. As far as I know, he's not doing it until the Olympia. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
gonna. I don't know if that's gonna.
smart. So,
I don't know if that's gonna change. But for now, I think he told me he's just resting until Olympia.
well, yeah. So if he rests, now he's going to take some downtime, chill, put on a little size, get back into it. So we'll see. I don't want to put names on who I think could be in the top three with me, but I just know if I am my all-time best, I'll be back in the top three.
So you're gonna beat one. You're gonna beat one of those guys. Then you're gonna beat one of those Olympians.
Yeah.
All right. It's a lofty goal. What do you think
It's
about
not
Bob?
lofty.
What do you think about Bob Chicarella saying you're not gonna ever win Mr. Olympia?
Who the fuck is Bob?
Fouad, you love it.
It's just an analyst. Come on, you got to give him like he's just saying. He's just saying his
No,
opinion.
no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? And I'm all for constructive criticism. I don't give a fuck. But
Sure.
you want to play the game a little bit. Like you're being you're okay. Now I'm gonna play it back. All fair and game.
I see what you're saying. He could have offered. I didn't watch the whole thing when Bob said that? Did he offer any
No,
constructive
listen.
criticism?
You know me, bro. I'm not sensitive. I'm the furthest from sensitive. But watching it and the way he would say some things, it was a little disrespectful. So
Yeah.
that's cool if that's truly how you feel.
Yeah.
But an H shape has got me top three at the Olympia, an Arnold Classic win, and 2 New York Pros. So it is what it is.
Right.
Bob
Right.
Chicarella has won USAs.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Okay.
I got you. So what's going on with your new coach? How's the new coach going, man? I know you signed on with. How long have you been with Kyle now?
We started end of October, early November, I would say. It's good, man.
Yeah.
Me and Kyle had a friendship from like years ago, back in like 2018, 2019. So we've been best friends. We used to train together almost every day. And he was kind of in the big stages, starting stages of him coaching a lot of people and stuff. And after everything that obviously went down, I just said, you know what, fuck it, like let's do it.
Why did you? Okay, so I know you had a friendship, but why did you? And this isn't. Hopefully, doesn't take hopefully Kyle doesn't take this the wrong way at all, but like
No.
seeing yourself as a top 3 guy, why not go with like a bigger name coach?
I think for me, I like to have a coach that has like that calming effect over me. And I already knew Kyle had that.
Right.
So, and I do think Kyle is very smart, very intelligent, and knows a lot. And I just don't think he had a shot with a big timer. You know, no disrespect to all the influencers that he has, but none of them really fucking listen. That's just the facts.
Yeah.
So it'll be very interesting to see what he can do with someone that's, you know, on the game. And so far it's been going really well in my opinion.
Good. Yeah, let's take a look at your last set of updates. You know, I want to ask you something because you said something about being sensitive.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I did feel for you during your last prep, and I think I kind of stuck.
That was a wild ride, brother.
I think before we look at your pictures, I think I kind of stuck up for you indirectly,
You did.
like by
You
accident.
did. What the fuck?
I don't mean like I didn't want to. I just mean like I was just kind of telling people how I saw it, and I didn't feel like.
I heard what you said, right? And it's like what you said. Like anyone who knows me
Yeah.
knows. Like I'm one of, if not, you know, one of the most hardcore, you know, very regimented motherfuckers. Like that's who I am.
Right.
You know, and we can just let it be that.
Yeah, no, I don't want to rehash it all. I guess where I was trying to go with it more was I saw you dealing with a lot of social media shit and a lot of backlash, and I'm like, I know you've dealt with that before and you've learned to you become callous to it, but like,
Yeah.
did it bother you more? Because it seems,
Of course. And here's the thing, right? And I'll tell you why it did. Obviously, because 2023, like, and this is just my God's honest opinion. 2023, as confident as I always am, 2023 was like the first time where I'm like, I'm fucking everyone's night off during this weekend. Like, I never felt so confident. Ruined, injury, great. Fuck me. Now I'm already going through a bunch of life shit, relationship shit, family shit. So my headspace, I just thought was not even in the right mind as it is. Go to New York. I barely win. Not my best look like a bag of dicks in my opinion. And I feel like, okay, regroup once again. Move the floor, obviously, to some work. That didn't pan out as possible. And then this video gets put out that, you know, in layman's look like a fucking pussy, which wasn't supposed to be the case at all, but that's just how it looked. And it pretty much just like kind of finished me a little bit. So now like really hone in and zone in the to be, I'd say back in the day, but a few years ago.
Nick, is there, sorry,
because literally
Nick, sorry to interrupt you. Your connection's kind of like squirrely. Is there any way you can get a better connection or no? Like, can you get on a laptop or sorry, I don't know, just because you're cutting in and out.
I didn't know if it was just
try.
Like it's fine for 5 minutes and then you just kind of like start going through hell and I'm like, I can't really tell what you're saying.
Is this better?
I think so.
Oh.
Perfect.
Okay. So as I was saying, like, so now like this year, my back is tremendously up against the wall. And this is, in my opinion, like the make or break year. I'm either going to fucking come back who I used to be, or I'm going to like get demolished. So I don't really, there's no middle option. There's no gray area here. It's black or white.
Right. So I lost some of what you said in there because of your connection. So you thought in 23 was your best chance to like do something spectacular, like maybe win or at least be in the top 3.
I thought in 2023 I was going to win. Yeah. 100%.
You know what? Listen, I can't say that you would have or wouldn't have, but I will say, I think I said to Ian or I said to Paul, maybe at some point, I said, I wonder what this would have looked like if Nick was there.
Yeah, we talked about it.
Just because the way the show was. Samson wasn't as big as he was last year yet, and Derek was still smaller. So I'm like, I wonder what it would have looked like if Nick had fit into this top 4. 1 sec, let me let Paulie Walnuts in. But yeah, so okay, so you thought 23 was your best shot, 24. Why did you shit the bed in New York? I mean, you still won, so you
I
didn't shit
just
the bed,
think
but like, why did you not show up at your best?
so. Like I said, at that time, I think I was just going through a lot of emotional trauma. I guess I was going through my relationship issues, and then I decided to go home and be with my family for that prep, not realizing the depth of what my parents were going through with the loss of their parents at the same time. So then I took on that obligation to try and be there for them the best that I could, and just mentally, I just wasn't in it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and I knew probably in the back of my mind I should not be doing this show right now, but
right.
I'm like, I gotta fucking do it. And it was not the best prep that I had, and not that any prep's probably gonna be the best prep, but that was probably like the worst one that I've had. And yeah, it got me a win, but it wasn't a look that I was proud of.
So you carry that look through until your Olympia prep. Like, at any point in that year, do you ever feel better about yourself? Like, do you ever feel like things are clicking? Because, hi, Paul, how are you? You look like a banana.
That's both dad, the most dad sweater I've ever seen.
I like
I know, right?
Look,
I like
it's
it a lot.
hostile.
That's that's one of our
Hostile.
one of our prototypes.
So,
Yeah. It's exclusive to me.
Paul, you're cutting in a note too. What the fuck, man? Is it me or?
Oh, what the fuck you saying, bro?
Should I log off? Try again?
Yeah, log off and come back, man.
Yeah,
I'm
do it
sorry.
again.
Hang on.
yeah, because Nick's fine now.
Anyway, Nick,
Uh-huh.
so you kind of had a rough time getting into New York. Did you ever at any point from New York to the Olympia, do you ever feel like you were like running on all cylinders, or your whole year fucked up?
I did. Like right after the show, like during that little rebound phase, I felt like I was in it. I was on it. And then like,
Matt
you know,
was Matt on it with you at that point? Were you guys clicking, or was it just you clicking on your own kind of thing?
I would say it was more so me. Like obviously Matt was leading the way,
Yeah.
but like for the I also just thought like he didn't need to be too much involved just because of how many preps we'd done. Like I figured he knew how I look at, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And then suddenly like things just didn't go well. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that for now.
So then you drop out, you start getting a media storm of shit. And what do? You just put your head down and bear it and grin and bear it, or what? Like how are you?
I did. I mean, I'll be honest. You know, I'll be a little vulnerable about it. There was many days that I'm just like reading this shit and we get emotional about it because it's like I would be like, what the fuck has happened to me? Like what is this a low that I'm supposed to hit? Like, is this like, yo, motherfucker, time to humble the fuck out? Like, is this what this is? And I didn't know how to truly handle it. So I just I stayed quiet for a little bit and just kind of went back to work and, you know, try to put the size that I had lost back on. And, you know, here we are now. So,
you know what I find funny, and I don't know if Ian, Seth, I don't know if you witnessed this before. Seth, maybe you less than Ian and myself. I'm not sure. Samson went through this with the whole Milos thing. It's funny how like you can have all these fans and those same fans, you know, some of them stay and they'll support you, but those same fans can turn on you like that. And then as soon as like you win a show, like Nick, if you come back and crush Pittsburgh, those people all come right back. And I wonder, like, do those people? So I'm like I think to myself, those people must be writing stuff and not really give a shit when they're writing it. They're just kind of writing stuff. Like they're just they're entertained and they're like, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit, ha ha, and they go on with their day, right?
Yeah, I probably.
But I don't think they like understand that like you're reading 1,000, you're a piece of shits.
Yeah, there's a person on the other end of it, you know?
Yeah.
You know how many people were like, "Oh, you're fucking done. Like, I'm not a fan anymore." I'm like, "What the fuck, man?"
It kind of sucks when they like give up on you that quickly. You know? It's
I'm like, I bailed out of one show. You know, the last one was, I think, a reasonable reason. You know.
Actually, let me ask you about that. It's interesting you said that. Why didn't you go on stage with a torn hamstring? No, that's not. Listen, I'm not being an asshole. Dorian Yates competed.
Bro,
No.
his hamstring was fucked.
Hold on a minute. I don't know the depths.
No,
of
no,
it.
no. I will. No, no. I got an answer.
I even sent him a text and said sorry. I just don't know the depths of how bad it was.
I said sorry.
No, I was like, I felt
Sorry,
bad.
Nick.
No, I felt bad for him that it happened. I just
Sorry.
like I've torn muscles before, and I've gone on stage, and like other bodybuilders have torn muscle and gone on stage. So I'm like, was it because your leg was swollen and it wasn't going to look good, like, or was you can't? You couldn't
No,
walk?
no, no. I'll tell you why. It was swollen. It was swollen and bruised all up and down my leg like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But that's not why. Like, and this might sound arrogant, but I believe if I went on stage, I still would have been top 5 with how I looked.
Okay.
And that's me.
Right.
But I didn't go because what people didn't fail to realize, I tore my calf on the other leg, so I couldn't stand.
I didn't know that.
And
See,
the one that I tore the calf on, I couldn't kick back and flex my hammy or my glute or any of that nature. The hamstring was the other leg. So I would have, this leg just probably would have looked bad on like the transitions, to be honest.
Yeah.
But since I couldn't do any of that, I'm like, I can't walk. Like I literally can't walk. It sucks.
Where are you living right now? You look like you're in jail.
Oh no, bro, I'm in Florida. No.
Wait, put some pictures on the
I'm free as a motherfucker.
pictures on the wall or something, dude. You need to fucking spice that shit up a little bit.
I know. It's very plain Jane in here.
Is there a female living there with you?
No.
That's why. It looks like a fucking bachelor pad, just bare naked ass walls.
I get up, I eat, I cook, I clean, I watch TV, and go to bed.
There's no females in the house.
No, zero.
I don't fucking believe you.
Every now and then they stop by.
Yeah, they pop in.
by.
They pop in.
They're not decorating.
They pop in sometimes.
Pop in from time to time.
They're not there to decorate, you know?
All right. So this version of Nick, how would you have placed at the Arnold?
I don't know, because I haven't been peeled, so I don't know. I can't put, I actually won't say, I don't know.
Wow.
We'll see how I look at Pittsburgh.
My God, you've changed so much.
Can I ask
don't know
a
what that
question
means.
about your prep?
Is that good or bad?
No, good. 2 years ago, Nick would have been like, I had to beat everybody. They all suck.
Fuck them all.
Go ahead, Seth. Sorry.
No, I was going to say that you look a little different this far out than you normally do from your shows. How different do you think your prep is with Kyle compared to Matt? Like you don't.
Well,
you look,
let me ask you about what you mean by different.
You look fuller in your shots. You don't look as lean. You don't look like you're
Uh-oh.
No, it's not it's
Uh-oh. No.
it's not like that. He's 10 weeks out.
Don't fuck with Nick.
What's that? You telling me I'm behind, bro?
No. God damn it, Fouad.
I didn't
Why
say
you
you
gotta
said
say
it.
this?
I didn't say it. You said it.
No, but I mean, you look fuller and bigger because I don't know. There's times whenever I've seen you in the off season in the past, and I'm like, why does Nick look like he's 4 weeks out when it's 8 weeks out? And I didn't know how that played into it. Like if you play into leaning out and then trying to grow into the show, but then I'm like, you don't really need to fucking grow anymore. So I'm curious, like as to the difference.
No, I'll tell you. So when me and Kyle linked, there was a good amount of size lost. Like I did. And that was one of the reasons why we didn't even do the Arnold. So he's like, look, I want to take, a good amount of time with you, and we need to put the size back on and a little more. So I said, okay, cool. The size did come back rather quickly. And then some, to be honest.
Well, your legs from the front even look bigger now than they did in the past.
Yeah, we blew my legs up. So right now, what Kyle did since we started this prep, we've been going very slow, very, very slow. He wanted to keep fullness. He wanted to not be so lean as early as I normally am. He's like, there's no reason to be. So right now, we actually just started to put foot on the pedal a little bit, but that's pretty much. He took it a little slower approach, and now we're gonna step on the gas a little bit.
Can I ask you a question? Why did you guys lose a bunch of size in the beginning? Was he trying to like clean you out?
No, it just, bro, during that prep, I lost a lot of size, man.
Oh, during the prep, you lost size.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. Let's take a look at your current. I actually thought, unlike Seth, I thought you looked great.
Fuck
Thank you.
you motherfuckers.
You know what, Seth? You're always the positive one, so I had to take it from you this time. Okay. I like this shot a lot. That looks good, man. That's fucking big. That's the biggest your legs ever looked from the side. That's for sure.
That's a great
The only thing for me, bro, is like the lighting in all these photos suck so bad, right? And I'm
Yeah.
used to posing in the Dragon's Lair room, which had the most perfect lighting ever. So like when I look at these, I'm like, you look like shit, dog. Like
Yeah,
I don't like it.
I'm
Well, that's
I'm
probably why I said you looked like shit. That was it.
But no, that's a good pose. I did like that one.
There's
oh,
something nice about like taking like being open, taking pictures in like shit light like that sometimes, because then you like get used to that. So then when you actually see yourself in good light, you're like, fuck yeah, I actually do look really fucking good, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, your legs look bigger here for sure.
Well, I've been training, like I said, I've done that RP shit with Jared, and people can say what they want about it, but it fucking works. So
Did you do the lying on your back, upside down bicep curls?
that I will not do.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
That's a big no-no. I stick to the basic movements.
Okay, thank you,
Just
Nick.
just their style.
Well, you know what, man? I hope it works out. Like, I hope you come back. Well, like your legs look good. Are you going to be able to hold on to that mass?
I mean, that's what we're doing.
That's the trick,
it's
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the exciting part for me, is to see the legs come up like they are, because it does look like this is a different prep. And the quad sweep looks much improved, because you're always big
It
as
is,
fuck
for sure.
up. But
Yeah.
to see the legs start to really balance everything out, like dude, look, that's great.
What'd you do to your hand?
He was
Oh,
jerking
a knife
off.
went through my hand.
You what?
A knife went through it.
Nice.
Are you trying to cut vegetables or something? You cut yourself?
No, I was trying to wash dishes and there was a knife poking out and it went right through my hand.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was bad. It was gross, bro. Like you could see like the fat coming out of my hand and shit. It was gross.
Hi, Paul. You're back.
Hi, Fouad. Yeah, sorry guys. I think I'm okay now. Is it coming through okay?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think you're.
you sound lovely.
I don't think your mic is. Wait, now talk.
There, it was up here. Sorry.
Oh
How's
yeah,
that?
that's your
That better?
telemarketing headset.
I can hear you guys perfectly on this. I love this headset.
What else we got going on? So
Oh,
we gotta go over some of our picks here for the Arnold. Look at this motherfucker.
Holy smokes.
Look at this
guy.
classic bro chat back from the beginning.
With a small tilt too, you know?
Yeah. What's wrong
We're
with you, guy?
fucking back, boys.
Can you hear me, guy, or what?
Shut up, Nick. Yes.
What are you chewing
Who
on
the
over
fuck you talking to?
you got some chew guy?
No.
Old
there?
school.
What's going on, guy? How are you?
You sound sick.
I am sick.
Yeah.
I have a cold. This is how much I love you guys. I fucking shook a bunch of dirty hands this weekend. I got sick, and I'm like, got a podcast anyway.
I'm a little under the weather myself.
Weak immune system.
Seth, hello, buddy.
Hello, how
That
are
shit
you?
weak.
There's a lot of facial hair on this podcast.
There is.
Yeah, but Ian's, I think, is the creepiest,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do look like a pedophile.
right?
There's no way in hell I could rock a stash like that.
Nah, dude.
I'm gonna grow it and then I'm gonna curl it.
You're gonna turn
Like a
into one of those.
Summerfeld.
Guy,
I
what's
don't
going
know
on?
about that one.
Guy, what's going on with your relationship?
Man, we just fucking just.
Well, Nick already told us about his, so I'm trying to. Just
Oh
figure out-
wow, really?
Yeah, he told me everything.
No, I did not.
I was waiting for Guy to spill it without knowing.
Hey, Nick. Yeah. I'm smart. I didn't say shit.
Yeah, they set you up, bro. I got you.
His fucking butthole just busted
I know.
real hard.
That shit just went.
Well, you can't fucking. Now you guys got to give me something. You got to give me some news. You can't just fucking tell me there's a whole bunch of.
We talked.
And
We
What, did you break up with her guy?
no, Starbucks girl.
Yeah. Did you break
no,
up with her?
I reached out first. Admittedly.
And you solved everything.
No,
You softy.
what I exactly said. I was on my way to the LA Fit Expo. I literally verbatim.
Look, Seth's choking over there.
I said, when the wheels of the plane touch down in Jersey, when I get home on Sunday, it will be with or without a girlfriend. That's what I said.
And what does that mean?
And then we ended up talking. And then she sent me a novel and we talked.
All right. So you put your foot down and now she's giving you everything you want?
We're working on it.
You're like, I put my foot down and she's...
No, dude, she's a good chick. She just doesn't have a lot of time and it causes issues. That's all it is.
All right.
Needs to focus on you more, guy. She needs to prioritize you more.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I think so
Paul.
too. I think so too, Paul. I agree with you 100%. I think you should be more of a priority guy.
Me too. I'm a good guy.
Well, I think you need to have another conversation then.
And you're fun to hang out with.
Maybe I should bring her on the podcast one day.
Bring her on the podcast. We'll grill the fuck out of her, and then
Oh, that'll be fucking great.
It'll change
her
your
right.
mind.
That'll be lovely.
We'll get it right.
Seth.
I'll miss that one.
Me and Paul will fix everything for you. Don't worry.
Yeah, let me talk to her, guy.
All right, Nick, spill it. What do you got? Are you married or you're not married?
Listen, I won't say nothing too much, but I'm a lone wolf now. We'll say that.
Good for you, Nick.
Wandering through the wilderness.
Paul, why do you say good for you, Nick?
Nick's young.
It doesn't mean you can't have a girlfriend.
I can have a girlfriend,
a
sure,
wooden
but-
spear and a satchel.
This guy's so fucking jaded. He's like,
I'm not jaded. Nick's a young man. You know, he
Wait,
should enjoy
Paul,
himself.
what happened?
he's not that young. He's 30.
30's young nowadays.
Paul,
I
you
didn't
still
settle
married?
down. Yeah, I'm still married. I didn't settle down until I was 38.
Wait, are we
I'm entering the prime now.
live?
We're not live, but I'm not editing any of this.
I'm just asking because you usually like
This
to
is
tell
live.
live halfway through.
Not live.
Okay.
I had to press for the OK button.
Paul, I will let you know if it's live. It's not live.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still married.
And the press the OK button.
I'll make sure.
So when is it okay for Nick to have a girlfriend then, Paul?
Well, I just wouldn't.
He's like, never.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I wouldn't be in a rush. You're only going to be this age once, you know?
So you're saying
I'm chilling, Paul.
Good, Nick. I'm good. I'm glad to hear that. Sow your oats, you know?
I got
A lot
a
of
show in
stuff out
10
there.
weeks. I'm chilling.
Yeah. Hey, I'm judging the show. I'm judging your show.
Okay, wait a minute. This is bad advice, Paul.
What?
First of all, he's already sowed his fucking oats. Second of all, he's going to be a better bodybuilder if he's got a stable woman at home.
Not
Wait, really? You
necessarily,
think
Fouad.
that?
I definitely think
necessarily.
that. I 1000%. As long as she's not crazy.
Well, okay, that's a big caveat.
That's not a big caveat. They're not all women are crazy.
It is. Well,
Paul's experience.
yeah, but in Paul's experience, they're all crazy.
I do believe that Nick tends to go for the women that are a little on the crazy side because they say, crazier women are typically little they have nice vaginas. And
that what they say, Seth?
sometimes we're attracted
I've never
to
heard
at
that
times.
before.
Yeah.
Seth, I'm going to sum it up easier.
Crazy
He-
bitches, but
He likes his butthole licked, so they got to be a little nuts.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's right. You still like that, eh, Nick?
Yeah, you're not going to fuck.
Seth,
you're not-
those type of
still
girls
criteria,
are
my
wrapped
friend.
too
That's
tight.
still
Seth.
criteria.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
no, they're not.
Wait a minute.
Well, just
what do
notice
you-
a passing phase.
Wait a minute. What do you mean you still like that? You don't
I don't know.
one day like your butt licked and then the next day forget.
Yeah, you're gonna
Yeah.
wake up one
Yeah.
morning and be like, "Nah, I don't
Yeah.
like my butthole."
I
touched."
changed my
you know,
mind. Don't touch
Maybe
it
it was a
anymore.
curiosity.
I
You
told
experienced
Today's
it a
not
couple
the
times.
day.
No, don't touch me, my butthole. No. It don't work that way.
Yeah, but Paul, he was curious for like 5 years. He just- all of a sudden-
Maybe he got his fill. I don't know.
Paul, have you ever had like a sexual thing that you like fell out of love with?
yeah, was there a phase for you?
I really like this, and then no, never mind, I don't anymore.
Yeah,
Well, I used to.
when did you switch?
Yeah,
to
did you like wake up one morning and just not like vagina or something?
No, but I used to be not so adverse to missionary.
But that's a circumstantial thing. Forget that. That's not.
That's still sex, Paul. That's still the same thing,
Yeah, but
No, he's picking
I'm
one.
not. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of missionary myself.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, Paul. Like it disgusts Paul. It's different.
It doesn't
Not-
disgust
Why?
It just,
not only
it
does
just doesn't
not
do
only
much for me.
not only is it not his favorite, it actually makes his dick go soft.
Wait. I have so many questions.
Much intimacy. He has to look her in the
Too
eyes.
much. Yes. There's too much. There's too much. Too
Too
much
many
emotion.
feelings. Too many
Too much
feelings.
emotion involved. I like to suppress
He
that
has to look
stuff.
to the side. He has to look to the side.
Yeah.
Covers her face with a pillow.
Whispers in her ear like this.
Sex shouldn't be emotional.
Why
What?
don't you like Missionary? Because it's too like.
And boring.
Boring.
Oh, well, let me hear your favorite. What's your favorite?
Oh, come on. That's obvious.
Doggy neck all the way.
Doggy
Yeah.
Nick.
Anything where he doesn't have to see her face. He's like in.
How about reverse cowgirl? You like
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
one?
fun. Yep. I enjoy that.
That's good stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's
like
good
it.
stuff. Yeah,
Ask
I
him if
do
you-
enjoy
but
that.
you can't see
That's probably my
boobs.
second favorite.
But you can't see boobs.
Paul,
Yeah,
how
okay.
about
I'm a
how about
badass
the
fan.
how about the standard 69 position?
Oh, big fan.
Oh,
Me too.
oh, What about
Yeah.
getting your butthole licked?
No, I've never been into that.
of course.
I've never been
You know,
into that. No.
you know why, Nick? You know why, Nick?
Oh.
Say
Why?
that again, Ian.
Has Paul ever tried it?
Long
Yeah.
time ago.
And what
Younger
happened?
Paul. Younger
What
Paul
hap-
tried that.
What happened?
Back in the 90s, you know?
I don't want to get into the little stuff.
Tell me,
No, I
tell me
didn't
what it
get
felt
into
like for you.
Did it make you-
What did
did
it
it-
feel like for you?
Did it make you feel gay?
No, I didn't feel gay at all.
So you are gay.
No, for one thing, I don't like having my legs up
Wait,
that far.
time out. You don't think that feels good, Paul?
It tickles.
Tickles.
It
Tickles,
tickles.
Yeah, it tickled a little bit.
Your
but,
butthole tickles, bro.
it tickled when I
What
remember
does
it
it
happening
feel like
many
to
years
eat,
ago.
Nick? Nick, why don't you explain
What
to
is-
fans what getting your butthole licked feels like? Because I don't know.
It's like a nice sensation feeling, you know?
That described nothing.
Yeah, that didn't really describe much.
Well,
What kind of a
it's like-
sensation?
well, it's like when you get your butthole licked and you get your shit jerked off. That's probably the greatest thing in the world.
I'm
What
looking
position
for
are you
more.
in?
He's
Are
not
you
wrong.
like?
He's
Are
not
you on
wrong.
your back, legs up?
Yeah, my back leg.
No, he's
Gotta-
being-
This girl's
no.
got to get in there.
He's being
man.
no, he's being
She's
milked.
got to get in there like a fucking.
So
like a
you
dog.
like you like tongue penetration.
No,
That's
Paul.
what butthole licked means, bro.
He's being milked like a cow, like he's on all fours and she's tugging his.
That'd be a hilarious visual.
That'd be a good cartoon.
But I'm just thinking, like, you're probably not that, like, it's probably hard for you to get your legs that far back, right, Nick? So, like,
I'll
her
make
face
it
must
work
be,
if I need to, you know?
so
You
her
don't think-
face must be, like, in the couch. Like,
Why am I on the couch?
or bed, for that matter. But, like, she'd have to, like, get like, low. Like, she's got, like,
How fucking
Whoa.
far back is his asshole, man? It's not that far back
Where,
down.
is my
Yeah,
asshole up my
where's his ass
stomach or
crack?
what?
Where's
It's a
his
big
ass
dude.
crack up here? Fuck.
She's really got a dig in there.
God.
What's wrong with
Rolling
you,
him into
man?
like a roly-poly.
Paul's got like a 10-inch gooch, you know?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Gooch, is that a taint?
Yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
You guys call it a gooch?
Yeah.
I think we had this conversation.
I
once.
call it a chota.
yeah.
A chota?
Time.
Yeah.
Aren't those shorts?
That's Bermuda.
Paul, how many joints did you smoke before this podcast?
The one.
Just
Oh,
one.
one.
Yeah. How big was it?
I was at my daughter's basketball game, so I had to get to a different mindset when I came here.
You're such a good example of a fine citizen, Paul.
Well, you know, she don't see me. So I'm bringing the garbage. up.
Fucking Paul.
It's garbage night every night around here.
Paul grabbed me and snuck me into the corner at the arm.
Oh yeah, I had to twist your arm, eh, guy? Yeah, yeah.
Paul, listen, every fucking person we saw, Paul would take into the corner and fucking get them high. It didn't matter. Every
That's
time,
awesome.
every time I looked, Paul was like on somewhere smoking with somebody. I'm like,
But he says it like he's dealing drugs. Like, hey, guy, you want to?
I know.
Fouad, why didn't you have a booth this year?
I didn't think it was worth it.
No?
No, because I got Samson's doing the show, so he's going to be at the booth for like a day on Sunday, maybe an hour, maybe an hour on fucking Friday or something.
I'm just going to switch computers over here.
And then Martin also had other obligations. I'm like, you know what? I'm just not. Just didn't feel like it was worth it.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
So
man.
you guys did stuff on Sunday though, right?
We did a photo shoot on Sunday. That's all, and then we did like our team dinner and stuff. But we didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It just like I don't know if people realize, like, the Arnold Expo is expensive.
Very.
Like,
Yeah,
by
no.
the time, like, you got to rent the space. Then after you rent the space, you got to build the booth, and
Yep.
it's not. You can't build.
Are
it
you gonna do the Olympia?
Maybe, maybe I might do the Olympia. We'll see. It's a lot of fucking money, man. It's like, and the thing is, it's a lot of money and it's not a lot of return.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
ask yourself,
I get that.
And you're giving out a lot too, because it's a lot of sample handouts and a lot of free shit.
well, it's like as a business decision, you got to say to yourself, I'm going to put $200,000 into this booth. How much of that $200,000 am I going to get back? And
True.
how much, even if I don't get it back, how worth it is it as a advertising spend?
Yeah.
Like if I spend
True.
if I spent that $200,000 somewhere else, how much would I get back for it? So
Yeah.
that's kind of the calculation.
Yeah.
Like Seth, I don't know how you feel about it. You had a smaller booth at the gym, right?
Yeah, but that was just a relationship thing.
Yeah.
I feel the same. Like if you can because it depends on, like you said, like last year we didn't go to the Arnold. We took the money and invested it in other places.
Right.
And we noticed, we were like, hey, it was kind of worth it to invest it in other spots.
Yeah.
Like instead of spending, like you said, dude, you're going to spend, if you get a 20 by 30 or 20 by 40 booth with everything there, you're over
Seth,
150,
Seth, I had an 80-foot booth last year.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It was over $100,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
To have a booth at 20 by 30 plus, like you're over $100,000.
Well, the thing is,
Guaranteed.
the problem with that too was I actually got more negative press for the booth than positive press.
Yeah.
Because
Why?
because we had a booth and we were selling those specialty boxes that we had.
Oh,
with
Yeah, with all the free workouts.
Yeah.
So we had a line for VIPs that were actually buying product, and then a free line, like for people who weren't buying anything, they just wanted to meet the athletes. And
Hi, Ian.
there you go. Now you're not
You
cut
came in
off.
looking creepy, bro.
Yeah.
Hello.
I can't take you serious as a human.
Anyway, so we got some shit for that, even though that's like standard operating procedure. So I'm like, fuck, man, I just spent $100,000 and get negative press. Like, there's no point. So I thought this year I'd just take it off, and I went there to support Samson, and that was about it. I just went as a fan. I was kind of bummed I didn't get to do the commentary. Like, I'm not mad at them or nothing, because like I understand
Fuck them.
they want to have other people do it, but I think I would have done a better job than Nick Strength and Power. Sorry.
Yeah.
Not
How
so
was
nice.
the commentary? I didn't hear.
Sorry,
it. I didn't
sorry,
listen.
not sorry.
Fouad, how do you feel about Samson's placing?
So on Friday night, I thought he was ahead. On Saturday night, I thought he was ahead. But the thing is, on Friday night, after I went home and I watched the videos and I looked at all the photos, I was like, okay. Because I still thought Derek's legs weren't up to par with his upper body. And I thought that was the main thing.
Yeah.
That was the main thing I had kind of holding him back. But Samson's stomach control wasn't perfect on Friday, and he was holding a little bit of water. It's almost like they maybe carved him too heavy, or maybe they carved him with something that his stomach didn't agree with. I don't know, but it looked like he was having trouble holding in his stomach a little bit. So I thought, okay, with those things in combination with the condition, I'll give it to Derek. Saturday, I had Samson winning. So if it was,
I could go for that. Yeah.
if it was up to me, I would have had Samson winning Saturday night. But I don't know if it would have been enough points to make up Friday. The confusing part to me was they had Derek winning Friday and Saturday.
Yeah.
And I thought Samson was better. I thought Derek was better on Friday. I thought Samson was better on Saturday.
Yeah, he did close the gap on the Saturday, but
Yeah, but wait a second, Ian. Even at the show, you said Samson was better on Saturday too.
I thought it was definitely way closer, and I thought that if there was going to be like that, he could pull off it coming back, because I did have him behind on Friday.
Yeah, you did.
But on Saturday, I was like, fuck, I don't know. I mean, Samson's better tonight. I mean, it could definitely happen. So, but the scores were still not like shocking to me. You know, it was a 7 to an 8. So, I mean, that means 3 of the judges had Samson on Saturday and 4 had Derek. And on Friday, 2 had Samson, 5 had Derek.
Yeah.
Which I don't have a problem with. I mean, I still think that's fair scoring. But I think it would have been, if Samson had caught him on Saturday, and say it would have been a 7-8 for Samson on Saturday, and still been to a 6 to a 9 for Derek on Friday, with Derek still winning, that would have made a little more sense to me. But it's still all like, it's not like it makes sense or doesn't make sense. It's just what the judges see, you know.
So a couple things. I'm not sitting here saying the judges got it wrong. Like, if you're asking my personal opinion, I had Samson winning Saturday night.
Sure.
I can accept. I think what the judges picked, and they can easily justify it.
Yeah.
It's just not how I saw it. I thought Saturday, even if he would have lost the show because he didn't make up the points from Friday, I still think he should have won Saturday night.
Yeah. No, I can see that.
Like he should have won that part of the judging.
I agree.
And then maybe if he was behind by 2 or 3 points on Friday, that would have been the difference. And then Derek still would have won the whole show. You know?
Yeah, and some judges did agree with you. I mean, almost half the 3 out of the 7 judges did have him winning on Saturday. So obviously those ones did agree with it, and 2 of them, I'm assuming it was 2 of those were the same 2 that have him winning on Friday as well.
The second thing, I just want to address something else that it just keeps coming back, and it's always going to come back. I know it's not going to matter what I say, but it bothers me anyway. This whole bias thing. People are like, Fouad's biased for Samson. Fouad's biased for Samson. I'm gonna tell you straight up, I am biased for Samson. He's one of my friends. I want him to win. If Ian was competing, I would want Ian to win. If Paul was competing, if Seth was competing, you're always
You ditched me the last minute again.
I'm always gonna root for my friends for sure. But that being said, bias is evident when the guy is like 5th fucking place and you're like, oh, I should have won. Like I'm picking
a nail biter.
I'm picking a guy who the judges also, like some of the judges also picked as winning.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's not at that point, it's not a bias, it's an opinion. There's a difference between an opinion and a bias. An opinion is based on years and years and years of watching bodybuilding and having an opinion on what you like as a physique or whatever it may look like. And then I will give you guys the bias about friendship. That's an opinion. A bias is, I don't care where he placed or how he looked. I think he should have won.
Yeah.
Like if Samson was 3rd or 4th and I said, oh, he should have won, then you could be like, oh, you're just biased. You're an idiot. It's like half the judges fucking agreed with me. So obviously, and if this is bias too, I've been saying this for 5 fucking years. We signed Samson 5 years ago and I'm like, he's going to win like like the big one at some point, or he's going to win an Arnold, or he's going to win. And then he got there. So like, the bias I have, if that's what you want to call it, is an opinion based on
facts.
Yeah, a reality that obviously has taken place. The guy's fucking Mr. Olympia. So
yeah, no, it started as like, a opinion or a bias based in like, you obviously liked his physique and him as a person. That's why you signed him. You thought he had potential to get there. He did get there. So then it kind of like made sense as to now why you feel he's going to continue being there,
But I'm just trying to state the difference. Like I had this conversation with a guy in the chat. People need to understand there's a difference between opinion and bias. Opinion is based on reality. Bias is based on emotion.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that there may be a little bit of bias in there, but there's also a lot of reality in there because he's already achieved
he's won
all of
an
the
Arnold
things.
Olympia.
Yeah, all of the things that like we thought he was going to achieve. So, anyway. Let's move on to our predictions real quick.
Well, I was going to say, I'll say this real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead, Seth. Sorry.
I saw a post it's great that Nick's on here because so far we have Hottie.
Oh, I saw that post. I'm going to bring it up.
And Derek all winning Arnold's and Olympias.
And
then
Brandon.
now we'll throw Nick into the mix who has won an Arnold.
Brandon's won both as well.
Cool to see that like what's going to occur here going forward.
Are you talking about this one?
It might be it.
These are all the Arnold winners.
No. There was somebody else that they've all won Arnold's and Olympias. It might
I
be
saw
on the
that.
same
It's right
page.
here. It's this one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy to see.
Right.
I mean, it's very valid because they're all really awesome in their own ways, and it just kind of depends who hits it on the day.
Yeah.
And it's also fun, like how Samson stated, like how bodybuilding's progressing forward with the financial gain at the shows.
Yeah.
But dude, that's fucking massive. That's the whole point of this shit is for everybody to get fucking paid while they're competing because it's beating the shit out of your body.
Yep.
So the fact that it's actually occurring is awesome.
You know what I think is good about that too is, the complaint's always been that guys aren't competing enough anymore. But now there's some prize money to be won. It's more incentive for guys to compete, get out there, compete more.
I gotta tell you though, it's fucking. I think this is that post you're talking about, Seth. This is Samson's statement about
It's the
bodybuilding.
next page. Go swipe to the right.
Yeah, that was a cool post.
He posted that in the stories. The one thing I got to say about that, Seth, though, is it's not easy for all the shows because we have Detroit coming up, and I got to tell you, man, especially being after the Arnold, it's hard to get fucking sponsorship. Like a lot of these guys are like, they dump all their money into the Arnold, which I don't blame them. Like we just finished talking about, it's $100,000 or $200,000 sometimes for some of these big ass booths. So then come Detroit 3 weeks later, they're like, oh, we already spent our nut. Like we don't have any money for you. So it's hard for us to like give, $50,000, $100,000, that kind of prize money. So
We'll get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there. If there's companies out there that want to fucking support, we're looking, we want to increase. We're not looking, this is the thing. People don't understand. We're not looking to get money to line our pockets. We're looking to get money to put back into the prize money and things like that. So, I think sometimes
What's the prize money for the winner?
I think we're at
30.
I think we're at 25,000 right now.
It's amazing, bro. Back when I was competing, it was 10 at every fucking.
That's good though.
For the longest time, it was 10 up until like a year or two.
Yeah,
ago.
25 is good.
No.
I won 6 shows, won 10 every single time, and I retired 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that we're able to do 25, but it'd be nice to get up to the 50 mark or something. Really
50
put on
business.
some.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I saw Grego's hopping in.
Matt Grego.
We heard that. Yeah.
No, he confirmed with me.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah,
He told me to.
He's the newest one. Matt Grego's in Detroit. So we have Wesley and Matt, and potentially I heard.
I don't think Wesley's still in.
Yeah, Wesley's on. Talk to him today.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah. And potentially I've heard rumblings of Logan.
Whoa, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, also Jack Eagles.
Jack Eagles' pro debut is that's a fucking. I don't know if you guys know who that kid is. Have you seen him, Nick?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
No.
Kid's fucking great. Check this kid out.
Jack Eagle.
Yeah, Jack Eagles.
It's a dope name too.
That's his name?
It's his.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I just saw him.
Yeah, this kid's
Oh,
good.
that kid. Yeah,
He
fucking
looks a
nuts.
little bit like Eric whatever his name.
Yannick.
Yeah, kid.
Look at this fucking physique.
Is he a Brit?
Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
I think he's like 25 or something.
Wow.
He's young.
Maybe even younger.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, a little more size on those quads, and this kid will be really good.
I'm gonna bring him over to Hostile as soon as I get a chance.
Do you guys want to talk? You want to talk about Classic at the Arnold?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. What do you think about it?
You're like, I don't know. You talk about it.
No, I can talk about it, but I mean,
Well, I'll start by saying this. The one impression I got, and this is so hard because people are like, "What's the criteria? What's
I did a
classic?
live. I did a live today talking about this. Yeah.
So they're like, what's classic? What's not classic? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, I can't help it, man. Fucking Logan's physique, it was peaked so perfectly and has such a classic look to it that I'm like, maybe the criteria needs to change. I don't know. Like Logan to me has that Chris Bumstead kind of effect where you're like, I can't put my fucking finger on it, but that looks classic.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No,
I agree.
I agree. I still think Mike was the much deserving
Hold on.
champion.
You think Mike
Looked more like a bodybuilder.
Wait a second.
I
You think-
disagree.
just hold on a minute. You think Mike is a deserving champion because of the current criteria?
Not because of criteria. I think he's just better. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think
better
it's
how?
just-
Better how?
I think he's more complete. I think he's more balanced. I think his muscularity is better. I think his detail was really good. I mean, overall, I just think Mike's good. The thing is that, and I was talking about this on my live today, is the fans have a major inconsistency on what they deem classic. Because people will get their fucking rocks off with Wesley being like, Wesley's so classic. He's resembles Arnold. And, the guys in the 70s and 80s didn't have his big legs. Wrong. Arnold didn't have his big legs. I can name you 10 fucking guys with awesome legs. I mean, Tom Platz was coming third at the Olympia in like the late 70s and 80s with fucking cannons of wheels. The reason they didn't have big legs was just because of their training, not because they didn't want them. They weren't being like, oh yeah, we actually want slightly smaller legs. If these guys could grow legs like Ramy.
But they did have slightly smaller legs, Ian.
Yeah, but that wasn't intentional.
It doesn't matter. On a whole,
But
they all
some
had smaller-
didn't. Some guys,
Okay,
no, they didn't all.
The outliers didn't.
But some didn't. Sergio Oliva was before that. He had great legs.
Eight-time Mr. Olympia Lee Haney, not his unbalanced.
Sure, but I can also name you a million other guys that had great legs.
I bet
It's
you any
not,
money if we went back and did a whole run of it, you would find far
more guys that didn't.
Right.
Sure.
So that's
but
what
they weren't placing better because they had smaller legs.
I'm not saying that, but when people have that vision in their
I know, I
mind-
understand why they had the vision in their mind, But I think they're
but
looking at it.
you're saying you don't agree with it, and I'm like, well, the two guys that were the best of those eras was Arnold
I understand.
and Lee, and they both had smaller legs.
Yes, but now what you're trying to do is you're trying to mimic something that wasn't an intentional creation of the physique. If they were intentionally trying to have smaller legs because they thought it made their physiques flow better or whatever, these guys wanted to have big legs. They were bodybuilders.
Okay, hold on.
These guys were trying to be the biggest and best they could. They were bodybuilders just like we are now.
Right.
They weren't intentionally trying to have smaller legs. It's just the drugs were different, the training was different, the nutrition was different. Some guys weren't developing legs. Some guys did, like Platz, and he's had fucking awesome legs. He was still placing top 3 at the Olympia with massively disproportionate lower body. So I think people just need to be clear, like being upper body dominant and like Wesley is doesn't make you more classic. And then where they contradict themselves now is that someone like Logan is actually very lower body dominant. Logan's legs are disproportionately bigger than his upper body. So now you're saying that's classic? They are though.
No, they're not.
Go pull up a picture right now.
Dude, I will. They're not at all. He's got no hamstrings, first of all. He's got no hamstrings. He's got no hamstrings.
His legs look heavier than his upper body.
He's got no hamstrings and no adducers. I don't know how you can say his legs are bigger than his upper body.
Pull up a picture.
I will.
Yeah.
Oh, just like old times.
How is that
Bro,
disproportionate?
he looks bottom heavy.
I am looking. That's not bottom heavy. Does anybody else think this is bottom heavy?
No.
I do.
Front.
No.
Go to the front.
This shot right here. Do you think that's bottom heavy?
Go to the front.
I'm asking.
That was pretty proportionate.
Okay.
That was pretty proportionate to me.
But proportionate, but I'm saying he's not disproportionately lower bottom.
You said bottom heavy.
I'm saying if anything, he's bottom heavy, which I still agree with. If you pull up a front double, I do think he is.
Okay.
Pull up a front shot. That's not a front double, but yeah.
Okay.
There.
Where do you want me to pull up? Front double?
There's a lat spread.
There's a lat spread. That looks even.
I still think he looks a little heavier in the bottom than up top.
To me, that looks even. That's a balanced physique.
It's balanced, more balanced, but I'm saying it's not like where it's Arnold or Wesley physique where it's proportionally heavier up top than lower.
I didn't disagree with that. You said he was lower body dominant. And
I'm saying if anything, it's more lower body dominant. I think he is well balanced, but I'm saying if you can make a case for what's more heavy, his upper body or his lower body, I think his lower body is.
I don't think people are picking Logan because his legs are smaller.
Wait, I'm not talking about. No, I'm saying there's inconsistencies in what people are deeming classic. They'll say Wesley is so classic because he looks like Arnold. He's got, the shape of Arnold. He's got not big legs, and the guys in the 70s didn't have big legs. But if you put, sorry, what? Go ahead.
Why are you using Wesley? We're talking about Logan.
I'm just talking about anybody where people are using this for certain or what they're deeming as classic.
But that's not even true because people love Chris, and Chris had big legs.
Sure, but then a lot of people also said that Chris looked like a bodybuilder.
But the vast majority of people always said Chris had this intrinsic value that was classic. They never said his legs are too big.
So then what is it that's making Mike look like a bodybuilder?
This is what I started.
I think Mike looks more like a 212 bodybuilder. That's kudos.
I actually agree with it. I actually agree with Guy on that. But I'll tell you, I'll explain to you.
I disagree. Yeah.
I'll tell you what I think, Ian, and this is just my own personal opinion. So what I said at the very beginning of this conversation, there is something about classic that you point to and you're like, that looks classic, whether it's structure, flow, proportion. I can't put my finger on it, but when I look at this photo, to me, this looks more classic. This looks more bodybuilder.
Yeah. See, I don't agree with what I deem classic as.
I thought that as soon as I saw that picture.
See, like that to me, Mike, that's like in that front double kind of weird transition there, the back one. That to me is like perfect classic to me.
Yeah, I think Mike's presentation is what makes him classic.
Mike's presentation is very, very good, but
I think he's got wide. He's got wide clavicles. He's got big arms. He's got a crazy X frame. Small waist.
But we're not talking how the guy poses. Anybody can pose a classic pose, but not anybody's body can look classic.
It's his density. I think people are.
It's not just that too. It's the aesthetics of it. Like this long, lean look is more classic, statuesque than this short, squat, thick bodybuilder.
Yeah, I disagree. Obviously, I mean, and the judges obviously agree with me too. So I'm not,
Yeah, but that's exactly what I said at the beginning. Yeah. It's not about the judges because the judges have a criteria, and their criteria.
See, I'm not viewing it. I'm just viewing what I view as classic, and obviously what I view as classic is not what everybody else does. I mean, people are thinking that. I think if you had put Mike's physique in the 70s and 80s, people would have shit their pants thinking this guy's the greatest thing that ever happened.
That's not the point, though.
Yeah,
that's not the point.
To me, it is though.
For you to say the judges agree with me is irrelevant. Because the judges have a criteria that they've based it on, right? So their criteria is, look, this is the criteria. As long as you fit in this weight cap and you have a small waist, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I see as classic. You can fit into a weight cap, have a small waist, and still look like a bodybuilder.
Here's what I think, Fouad. I think until someone comes with that classic look you're talking about, that's better than that physique, that's your winner right now. Like Chris fit that standard that you're talking about and was actually a better physique. Right now, there's not someone with that look that's better than Mike.
But hold on a minute. Let me ask you a question. Let's just say, and let's assume what I'm about to say is right, even though it might not be. Let's assume Logan's physique is better than Mike's, except for he has weaker hamstrings and a weaker back. Let's assume he's got them everywhere else. Maybe he doesn't. I know Mike's probably got better quads too. But regardless if his proportions are not better, if his physique flows more like a classic physique with aesthetics.
But see, you're still not putting a tangible to that, which is
of course you're not putting a tangible on it. That's what subjective judging.
No, I know, but like, what is
you
classic?
can call it aesthetics. You can call it aesthetics, whatever.
See, but aesthetics to me is
to.
being symmetrical, balanced, having good flow, which Mike has all of those, you know?
Well, good flow is very relative because then it depends on the person and what
flow,
they think.
like to me, like I don't think Wesley flows well because he does have disproportions.
But he's unsymmetrical.
Or Logan, I think, does have some disproportions, and that I think is
like this is perfect. This is perfect flow to me.
See, to that, I think he still needs a little. The clavicles and the lats need a little bit more because I do see. To me, I look at his legs being wider and more disproportionate to his upper body. There, I still see that.
I think his back could be wider from the front to better match the sweep.
I think it's beautifully balanced.
Look, I think Logan's incredible, and I was the first one to say when we were watching that I thought at the show he was incredible and put his name in the hat to be one of the top guys at the Olympia.
This isn't, you know what? This isn't even about Logan. This is more about.
I know it's not. It's about Mike.
It's not even about Mike.
Yeah.
To me, this is more about how a class is judged, which our opinion means fuck all because the judges are going to judge it how they want.
Yeah.
But just as a fan, spouting off my fucking opinion.
But see, this is what I'm saying is that
I don't think the best classic physique is necessarily the best proportioned balanced physique.
Okay. See, to me, that's what it is.
Yeah, I
so
know,
you put aesthetics having more value than the other criteria.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
I do.
But see, to me, that's I guess where I get confused. And the point I was trying to get at the beginning is that people are kind of all over the place with what they deem as good aesthetics. They'll say Wesley is good aesthetics or Logan is good aesthetics and say Mike is bad aesthetics. And to me, like I can't wrap my head around that. You know, like that's the point I was trying to make because they're saying a guy that's more upper body, lower body, a guy that has not a small waist, a guy that does have a small waist, a guy that's this. Like it's like. There's intangibles, and I get that there is intangibles in bodybuilding. That's why it is subjective. I understand that. But then when you look at Mike and they're saying he looks like a bodybuilder, I'm like, okay. So like there's also guys that could be a great bodybuilder and also be extremely classic, like Chris. I mean, Chris.
Well, what do you mean? But
Chris pushed Martin, who was a fourth at the Olympia in his first open show.
But this is the whole point. You just said it. If he looks like a bodybuilder, so what? That's the point.
No. But I'm saying he looks like both. He's also an extremely classic physique.
Yeah, but
there also can be bodybuilders, just like Chris was. Chris could have been if he had done another year.
Chris was more classic than he was bodybuilding.
And I think Mike is too.
I don't. That's where we disagree. Go ahead, Seth. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, do you think that at this time, like Mike pushed Chris at this past Olympia?
Yeah.
Like he pushed him
more than anybody.
I think more than anybody. Even in the past.
Yeah, he did. From a scorecard perspective,
So do you think that we're about to go through is like now kind of what's happening with the Samson Derek Hottie that just occurred? Like the Samson and Derek that just occurred there is like we were talking, we're like, do you think that now this changes the criteria from the Olympia to that? And I'm getting there. I don't think so either. I think it's the best package that someone brings to the stage.
That's what I think too.
Period.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that whoever brings the best package is what it's going to be. Like, and I know, like,
but yeah, this is where it gets.
That's what I'm saying. They're doing. I think Logan's physique screams classic.
Cool.
However, you can't deny.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you can't deny Mike. Mike's fucking unbelievable. He brought the
unbelievable.
Best
how? Unbelievable. How? You know how? I'll tell you how. When they're doing their fucking,
I can tell you exactly how.
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly how also. His proportions are better. That doesn't mean it's more classic. That means he's got better quads, better back, and better fucking hamstrings. It doesn't mean he looks more classic.
See, to me, though, that does look more classic to me. He's got wider shoulders, a small waist. He's got good balance and flow. He's got big arms. It flows nice and it's proportionate. That, to me, is classic.
That's not why he beat Logan. He
Well, he
beat
was in
Logan.
better condition than
Logan because he was the best.
He was. You say he
competitor
was
on
in better
stage.
condition than Logan?
I said he wasn't in better condition.
Right. He beat Logan because he had more muscle and 3 or 4 different body parts. That's why he beat Logan. He had better quads, he had a better back, and better hamstrings. He didn't beat him because his flow was nicer.
I think it was.
His chest and shoulder tie-in is non-existent. It goes straight into his shoulder.
But that only that's just like Derek. That only shows in one pose for that.
His shoulders are flat across, no traps. It's like, and his chest is very short. But
then in his front double, he's got a lot of projection to it. It flows nice and makes a good X frame into his waist.
But this is why bodybuilding is subjective.
Yeah.
You're gonna scream that he's classic, and I'm gonna scream that he's incredible. Listen, Mike was on my podcast last week. I think he's fucking amazing. But I even told him to his face when he was on the podcast, I think you're more of a bodybuilder.
Yeah, see, I disagree.
What did he say to that?
See, this is the same thing. But this
He
is the
said-
same thing, and then people will scream like Terrence is so classic, but Terrence's physique in a lot of ways has very similar flow and aspect than it does to Mike's.
Different lines. This is what I'm saying about the intangible. I can look at Terrence and I can look at Mike and I see 2 different physiques.
Yeah. See, I think to me, people just see like that it looks kind of like a physique from the 70s, so then they're like, it's more classic, which to me is not what
No, it's
makes
not
it
about
classic.
for me, it's not about the 70s. For me, it's just about being pretty.
Yeah.
And
to me, Mike is the most pretty.
Right. That's fine, but you're a hardcore fucking bodybuilder. You're not looking at statuesque.
Well, I am. I also Chris Brun says brother-in-law. Like, you know what I mean? To me, Mike has that classic look to me, and I think if
do you think Mike looks like Chris?
No, not at all. I don't think everybody needs to look the same to look classic.
Here's a perfect. I'll sum up my argument and we'll move on because it's getting long. Who looks more like Chris, Logan or Mike? If you had to say, I know neither one looks like Chris, but if you had to say, hey, one guy looks more like Chris, who would you pick?
I mean, you're gonna say Logan just because he's taller, but in a lot of ways, I don't necessarily agree with that. You know,
that's not. I wouldn't say it because he's taller. I would say it because the way his body fits together. Like if you shrank Logan to Mike's height, but he still looked exactly the same, like Terrence, for example, I would say Terrence is more in line with what Chris is.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I think to me, Mike is
change Logan for Terrence. Do you think Terrence or Mike look more like Chris?
I mean, it's hard. I think Mike has a more pronounced X frame, which is one of Chris's best qualities. So in a lot of ways, I say Mike. You know.
Okay, I
think they're both great physiques, but like this is the thing is I don't think people. Yeah, I mean I don't like this like je ne sais quoi of it, you know.
What's that mean? Explain that.
It's like they're just saying like it looks more classic, but then like don't have a tangible to what classic is, which I don't like, you know.
I know that you need.
So they'll say 5 different physiques are like classic, but then it's like, okay, how is that more classic?
Okay,
I don't know, and I'm like, okay, well, if you don't know, like.
Go ahead, Paul.
The description should read then like more of an emphasis on aesthetics, flow, whatever the case may be. Like,
well, if you read the actual criteria, it says with an emphasis on symmetry, balance, and harmony, or something like that, which is to me is exactly what Mike has. You know.
Okay, but this is last point I'm going to make, and then you can finish it.
No, we can move on. That's fine.
To me, if Chris is the standard, which everybody agrees that Chris is the standard.
Well, yeah, Chris was the best then. Yeah,
I still think Chris is a standard. Nobody's better than Chris yet.
No, I agree.
So to me, Chris is a standard. So, in my opinion, that's where the criteria is. If it looks more like Chris,
see, I don't agree with that. I don't think it works like that.
However you want to. Okay, that's the difference. What do you?
Because I mean, like we're saying Samson is the standard, but like Derek looks nothing like Samson.
Nobody said Samson's a standard.
No, but like he just won the Olympia, so you say that's the standard.
That's not what I mean by the standard. No, that's not what I mean by the standard.
So I don't think Chris is the standard. I think Chris was the best at that time.
No, when I say Chris is the standard, I say this is the classic physique division was built on this shape.
Okay.
Right? So
to me, that's really good X frame, really developed legs, high level of muscularity, high level of conditioning. You know, that's to me is what Mike has in spades, you know. So
yeah, but also a beautiful aesthetic.
But which Mike has as well. And then, you know, it's like, okay, well, Chris had kind of crappy arms. Are we saying like crappy arms is classic? Like, it's like, you know what I mean?
That's why I'm saying it's not a proportion thing. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. This is what I'm trying. That emphasizes my point even more.
Yeah.
This is what I'm trying to. No. Because this is what I'm saying to you. It doesn't matter that Mike had bigger legs, bigger hamstrings, bigger back. It's not about proportion. Chris had shit
and shape.
Chris had shit arms, but he was still the best statuesque physique on the stage.
I agree. Yeah, and a lot of that was because of his amazing bone structure, super wide clavicles, wide lats into a tiny waist, and flaring quads, which Mike has all of those.
Yeah, Mike has all of those, but his proportions are different. You can't quantify it like that. You can't just say he has a small waist and wide shoulders. You could say that for like 1,000 people. That doesn't mean they have the same proportions.
But it also, at the end of the day, is still a bodybuilding category. Like the guys in the 70s and 80s that we're trying to emulate here.
That's the problem. You're still looking at it like a bodybuilding category.
But it is still a bodybuilding category.
I know it is. That's where I'm.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and the guys from 70s were open bodybuilders.
This is where they're not supposed to be judging it like that. You just said
I know they're not. But this is how I see it. I see it where open bodybuilding, we would say muscularity, conditioning, aesthetics. In classic, I would say aesthetics, conditioning, muscularity. I think Mike has 10 out of 10, or let's say 9 out of 10 aesthetics. He has 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10 conditioning, and 10 out of 10 or 9.5 out of 10 aesthetics or muscularity. So like, I think he's high across the board, and I think Chris might be a 10 out of 10 aesthetics, a 10 out of 10 conditioning, and a 10 out of 10 muscularity.
What I saw on the Arnold stage would have put Logan at the top on aesthetics.
I don't agree with that. I see Mike as having better aesthetics.
Okay.
But see, this is where I'm saying X frame and wide shoulders into that, and the projection of the muscle and how it all kind of flows together is better aesthetics, But I guess, this is the subjectivity of the whole sport, right?
I mean, Seth, at the show, you were arguing for Logan. Like at the show, you said to me, you're like, I think Logan's more classic.
Oh, I think Logan's more classic for sure. Okay. I think that if you were to take someone and say classic, I think that that's what I would envision in my head.
But the problem is you can't explain it.
You can't explain it. It's
That's
the
exactly
same,
my point.
Yeah.
It's I mean
that's my point too. Yeah.
You guys are very good at arguing the same points about things. I hope.
Wait, I don't even think we're arguing. It's just a discussion, and this is the whole point of the discussion. Yeah. This is the whole point of the conversation. I'm glad we're having it because we're having exactly what the conversation is of like, what even the fuck is classic?
It's a hot topic right now.
Yeah,
we're having a little bit different. I think Wesley is an extreme version of your argument, though.
But that's why Wesley's so good to use in this argument, because people just see that he looks kind of like Arnold, and he's got a more boxy waist. Quads are little, and they're like, this is classic because he looks like Arnold. I'm like, Arnold wasn't the only bodybuilder in the 70s and 80s. There's a million other guys that were awesome, and there's also guys that maybe if they were competing against Arnold would have whooped his fucking ass. So it's like, we're not just going to say because they look like Arnold that they're the best. There could be guys that are better than Arnold. Chris would have beat Arnold easily, even if he was in comparable condition. Chris would have fucking spanked Arnold, So it's like, what are we saying? Just because he looks like a guy then that's the most, it's like, I don't see, that's not how I see it,
No, I don't see it either. That's why I said Wesley's an extreme example to make your point, but it's not really the proper example.
No, but it's one that people use a lot because he, won the Arnold last year, and people were saying this is the, epitome of classic, where then I'm like, okay, what do you mean by that? Because he looks like Arnold, he's the epitome of classic. What about guys that look like Sergio Oliva, or guys that look like Danny Padilla, or or fucking Serge Nubret? I'm like, are we just saying Arnold is a standard? It's just a replicate Arnold physique,
I'm just gonna I promise this will be the last.
Yeah, we'll move on. Yeah,
I don't look at classic and think they got to look like the 70s. People who do that make a mistake.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point here. Yeah.
When I look at classic and open men's bodybuilding. Yeah. And open men's bodybuilding is size first, everything else next, or whatever. All three are equal. When I look at classic, I'm like, aesthetics, symmetry, flow first, everything else after. So it just one is about like looking pretty. Yeah, and one is just about looking fucking gnarly. And
I think people have to remember when they're saying that Mike is like an open bodybuilder is Mike is like the same height as Nick, and Nick weighs like 70 pounds more on stage. Yeah. Mike is like 195 pounds on stage at 5'7" or whatever he is. Nick is that at like 260.
Yeah, but that's why people say he looks like a small bodybuilder. I'm not saying he looks the same size as Nick.
Yeah, well, yeah, I mean he's holding a lot less muscle, and he's got a very different classic shape. That's to me,
yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
I'd love to. Sorry.
Go ahead, Paul.
Seth, I like to see Mike do a bodybuilding show one day, though. A 212 or an open. I'd love to see that.
To me, I would never do that if I was Mike, because it's like, why? Like classic
just for the competitive side of it, just to see how he would do.
Yeah.
I mean, change his posing a little bit for a bodybuilding show.
I think if he went an open show, he'd get fucking spanked. Obviously,
Mike never placed like he just did after the Olympia. When he took second to Chris. Like Mike finally found how to peak and be at his best. When he was smaller, he didn't do as well.
No, but I also think when he with
was-
more muscle on his frame, it accentuated that X frame even more and made him look
Yes,
more
that-
classic
'cause
to me. You know,
You saw the lower lats. The dude fucking has crazy lower lat insertions. Like they pop whenever. And then Logan has never peaked like this. The dude finally lived up to his potential.
Sure. Yeah.
Like he finally did. So now it's great for as fans to look at it, but you can't deny the flow of Mike is out of control.
Yeah.
And it does have a lot to do with his presentation. And that's part of the judging criteria, in my opinion, for classic. But then Logan literally is hard as nails that like nobody ever looks like Logan.
No,
like,
he was peeled out of his fucking skull. Yeah.
Dude, it's like once in a lifetime you get to see crazy shit like that. So if he continues on that path and then they go to the Olympia, if one is slightly off, we'll kind of see what happens. Because whenever Wesley's a little bit off, no go. He's out of the fucking question.
Before we move on, I'd be interested to hear Nick's opinion on this too.
I think we've heard enough.
All right, we're going into our predictions.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Hang on.
Paul, you gotta stay for this part. Oh, he took his headphones off already. We'll come back. All right. Well, actually, let's take a look anyway.
I won this weekend. I took the fucking
predict. No, you didn't. Predict.
Me and Fouad did.
No, I thought we were talking about the
Arnold Classic
fantasy. Damn it. Shit. Fuck.
Results. Okay. Let me go to results. First place, Fouad. Ian second. Seth third. Reagan, Brett, Paul, and Guy tied.
Fuck you, Paul.
James, Stefan, Mike, Ben, and Samson.
Samson, stick to being a bodybuilder, homie.
Well, I think it's because there was something in here. What did he have? Oh, he only went up to 10. That's why.
Oh, okay.
He didn't do all 11 guys, and John was removed, so that kind of fucked his score.
Oh yeah, that hurt him hard.
It's crazy that the guy in the first place in the entire league right now even had a place being removed for John. He's still in first.
Yeah. So Jordan Navarro is first place out of 700 people almost.
My buddy Julian was bragging me today because he's 17th right now overall. and I'm 331.
I'm like 500 something, I think.
See where it is, Julian? Yeah, 17. I mean, yeah, right there.
Julian. Yeah. Paul, you suck, by the way.
My picks?
Yeah, they're down here. You're sixth place.
6?
Yeah, that's in your predictions. Sixth place.
So last?
No,
not last. Sixth
Paul,
place.
look at the thing. There's 12 people there.
Last is 12th.
Oh, Samson got last.
Look who won, Paul.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you know what? Hey, you guys know Fouad's going in and changing his picks.
No, I did not go in and change my picks.
Yeah, you did. You told me.
No, I didn't.
How do you know we could do that?
I didn't change them.
Wow.
But, number one, I didn't change them. But number two, just so you know, everybody can change them up until the day before prejudging.
But he didn't tell us.
I didn't change mine.
I don't have a log.
I would have changed mine.
I would have changed mine too.
Well, I didn't change mine. I still won.
Well, maybe we shouldn't count this first show then.
No, it counts, Paul. And then you know what? But if you don't want to count it, we don't have to because you're winning in the fantasy points, retard.
Oh, because of Samson?
Yeah, 69 points for Paul. Ian 60.
Oh, me and Paul are killing you guys.
Stefan 39. Fouad Abiad 33.
Well, I think I had Derek, right?
30.
Am I in that?
Seth 24. Guy, no, you're not in the. You don't have your fantasy league picked out. Oh. If anybody wants to join the fantasy league, they can, because we're doing monthly awards, not just yearly. So like every month, we're going to pick out the winner from the. Like this month, we have the Arnold and the Detroit. So there'll be a top 3 for the.
Can I see my team? If you click it.
Yeah.
Who did I get? Okay, I had Derek. That's why I did good.
Derek, Akeem.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, it sucks. I got Brandow on my team. You see he's like out for the season.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Why? What happened?
It seems by reading it that he's having some kidney issues of some sort. So he's
Derek and Akeem. Paul had Andrew and Samson.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
So good for you, Paul. You're not going to have any more points for the rest of the year.
I picked second and third perfectly.
Oh, and you had Patrick Moore who scraped in for a 10th place, so you got some there too.
Oh, yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
All these guys are taking the rest of the year off, so good luck to
you. Not Theo. Theo will give me some points.
Seth, who'd you have that got you points? You got Brandon. Brandon Curry. Is
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And then who did I have that got me points here? I had William and James. And
Nick, you'll be pleased to hear, Nick, that you were like the best pick, but to have for fantasy league.
Carlos got me some points.
Really?
Well, yeah, because it worked off an algorithm of like previous couple years. So you were like by far the best bodybuilder for like the cheapest point. So like almost everyone took. So you're gonna rake us up some points this year. You know,
You're the best bargain.
Hold
Yeah.
on. The cheapest points.
Yeah, you're the bargain
but wait, this is a compliment because we saw it's like, okay, Nick's not a lot of points, but we know you're gonna do very well this season. So we all pick Nick because it's like a good value. You know.
I don't think he understands. Nick, your points are based on how much you've competed in the last 2 years. And because you didn't compete at the Olympia the last 2 years, and all you did was New York, you weren't very expensive to buy. But you will earn us a lot of points.
I understand.
Because, yeah, got it? Okay.
But then you're gonna win shows, so we pick you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the other one that we picked?
So who picked me?
Well, Fouad's got you right there.
Oh, yeah, I do. Here's Nick here. Who else picked you?
I think a lot of us did.
Yeah, I think a lot of us did. Okay, let me go back
That's nice.
to predictions.
I think almost everyone picked Nick and picked Nathan.
Okay, let me add.
What's Nathan doing?
Good question, but he always does like 15 European shows and wins half of them, so he's always a good pick because he was only like 900 points. So
That ad guy.
Are we doing picks for Detroit?
Yeah.
Are we going to do it
right now?
Is that a conflict of interest for us?
Why is it a conflict of interest?
You're not judging,
Yeah.
No. People think though that we got something to do with the outcome.
Paul, and I'm going to publicly say this that I fucking hate you for Stephanie Worsfold's show. By the way,
Why?
because you're fucking. Yeah, you literally messaged me the day before, and you're like, "Yeah, do Stephanie. I'm head judging." So I'm like, "Okay." And then the next day, sorry, I'm doing New York, and now I'm committed to this fucking show. I'm driving 7 hours to London to judge without Paul now. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, Ian. Well, I'll come see. Well, no, I won't see you. I'll be in New York.
Did you guys hear about the girl that passed away at the expo?
Yeah. Well, she wasn't competing though. Why was she dehydrated?
She took a diuretic.
But why? She wasn't competing.
I don't know.
She wanted to look
You
good
know,
for the
people trying to look good for the fucking expo.
But I think she ended up getting, I think the combination of the diuretic and then she got sick of some kind. She was vomiting. So when you combine that and then with the diuretic, if there was, I didn't hear about the diuretic, but let's say she did do that.
Yeah, her coach posted something.
Then vomiting, I mean, that can be some pretty severe dehydration. So, I mean, rest in peace. I mean, that's fucking sad as shit to hear, man. I mean, we don't like to hear that stuff.
Was she working at a booth or something?
No, I think she had clients in the amateur show or something, or she was like around the show, and then I think she was backstage and started puking, and then they took her out of there, and she passed away from the severe dehydration. It's fucking sad, man.
God.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So condolences to her friends and family.
Don't fuck with diuretics.
Yeah.
I agree.
If that's the case.
Never taken one my whole life.
I know.
Let's move on. Nick, we'll let you do the honors of picking first. Here,
I get to pick?
Here are the athletes for Detroit.
Wait, go back down.
And if more guys obviously show up, we can alter these picks.
I got to talk to my web developer. This is supposed to scroll with me so that you can see it when you're picking.
What is that? He's got Walter. Is that supposed to be William Martin?
No, it's Walter Martin.
Oh.
He's from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the black dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you got? Who do you got first, Nick?
That's half the pro league, so I don't know why I said that.
First. The one you're on, that guy.
Sasan?
Yeah.
Okay. Sasan. All right. Who's second?
I want to go Ron Gordon.
Oh, wow.
Ben would agree with you.
Bonak's on there too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I want to go Bonak third.
I have to say Ron Gordon looks fucking sick right now too.
Yeah, he does.
I want to go James fourth.
Okay.
I'll put Carlos fifth.
Okay.
Who's the Walter guy?
Walter Martin. He is this guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. You can click it.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen enough.
Okay, who's next?
Oh yeah, no. Okay. I gotta go back to the list, man.
It's right here. Can you see it or no?
There. Yeah, now I can. I'm gonna go Justin Wyatt, Ben Rafala, and then Walter.
Aaron Gawley last.
Yeah. Wait, no. What's he look like?
Big white
Canadian
guy.
boy.
Big white guy.
Big white boy. Yeah.
Aaron Gawley right here.
Let me see. Let me see.
He just put up an update. That third picture there.
Looks good for him, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like his conditioning's coming in. He's working with a new coach now, I think.
Who'd he tag in there? Oh, he did.
I'll put him before the last guy.
Okay. Okay. Paul.
Bonac. I had
Bonac.
breakfast with William, me and Ian, the other day
Yeah.
too. Very
Bonnick's
nice
the
gentleman.
fucking best, man.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
Okay. Bonac.
James.
Okay.
Ron.
Yep.
Carlos.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about Sass.
Yeah. You fucked up there.
Sass before Carlos. Yeah, I don't know where to put Sass. He hasn't competed in what, like since last year.
He competed last year. Yeah. He looked great,
Yep.
dude.
Keep going.
6, Justin.
Okay.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Ben, Walter.
Okay. Seth.
I'm looking at Ron Gordon. I haven't seen Ron Gordon.
Yeah, pull him up so we can see him.
Yeah.
Yes, boss.
Please, sir.
There's Ron Gordon.
I love this guy's physique. I think he put up like where you can actually see him in trunks on his story, maybe. Or go to his tagged.
It's not there anymore.
Tagged. I saw one where it was a front double or something today.
Yeah, that was in his story. It's gone.
Oh, yeah. This was last year, Detroit.
Yeah.
He
We got
looked
what, third?
He looked so good. Third, yeah. He looked awesome last year.
It was great.
Yeah. Mm.
I got no full shots, man. Sorry.
No full shots.
No.
Yeah, what's that look like? Real quick. Good, stay there. That was 7 weeks ago. Fuck.
That's it.
All right. Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go Bonac first.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna put Sauce.
Okay.
Then fuck. James. Carlos. What's that Ben fellow look like?
Ben Raffala?
You forgot Ron now.
Oh, God.
Unless you're putting him lower. But
No, not.
The big white guy said.
Oh, okay.
That's
Pretty
Raffala.
good.
He looks good.
Yeah.
Go back. Fuck. Can I put I'll put Ron at 3. Move everybody down.
I think my picks are gonna be the exact same as yours.
Okay.
And Carlos.
Did we lose him? Oh, no, he's there. Justin, Aaron, Walter, Ben.
Ben, Justin, Aaron, Walter.
Ian.
Vonek.
Yep.
I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say Ron.
Okay.
Sasan.
Yep.
James.
Yep.
Carlos.
Yep.
Aaron.
Yep.
Let me see the list again.
Justin, Walter, Ben.
Justin. We didn't take a look at Justin White. Can we take a look at him quick? I just want to see if he's got any recent updates, what he looks like now.
This is his debut, I believe.
That's it.
Nick, do you know Justin Wyatt?
I do, yeah.
How big is this guy in person? Is he big or?
Is he what?
Is in person, is like he big?
Yeah, he's not bad.
Okay, let me put Wyatt.
Okay.
Ben Raffala. Walter Martin.
Okay. Guy?
So 9th, put Walter.
Oh, bottom up.
Gotta make
Bottom up.
it hard on me, eh?
Guy's a power bottom, you know?
Yes. Start from the bottom, work your way up.
What does Aaron look like?
We just looked at him. Come on.
Big white guy.
I don't think I saw him. Oh, that was him. Okay. No, I'm good. I don't know these guys like that, bro.
Okay, go.
We're gonna go Aaron.
You still going from the bottom?
Yep.
Okay.
Ben. Justin.
Yeah. Come on, guy.
Carlos. Sheesh. Ron. Sauce. I want to say James William, but I want to put James in that one spot because I
don't care what you want. What are you saying? Come on.
One William, 2 James.
Okay.
Wise man.
I'm gonna go William.
Those are good picks.
Bass. James. Ron. Carlos. Justin. Aaron. Ben. Walter. Okay.
Poor
Good.
Walter.
Winner. Okay. Let's do some questions, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. Okay.
Make them good.
Would a maxed out Martin beat Derek's Arnold package?
What does a maxed out mean?
I think they mean if Martin comes back a little bigger and perfect, can he beat Derek?
Not yet, I don't think.
Not yet, but I think his ceiling can be that high. I think he has some of the things that Derek has, like, you know, the separation through the chest, and the midsection not being great, and shots like an ab and thigh, stuff like that. I think he can beat him, but do I think he is ready yet? No.
I'm going to say if he can match even close to Derek's condition, he can beat him.
Yeah.
The muscle he's put on is actually pretty fucking impressive.
He looked enormous this weekend.
Martin,
very good.
Yeah, Martin.
He's one of the hardest working guys in the gym I've ever met.
On the most recent Cutler cast, it's mentioned that Samson only won the Olympia because the more superior physiques were off. Do you agree? It's clear as day now that condition will always be king in the sport. Anybody want to answer before I answer?
Say it again, sorry.
Well, if you'd stop looking at your phone.
I wasn't looking at my phone. I played with my dick.
Stop playing with your
That little thing away.
On the most recent Cutler cast, it's mentioned that Samson only won the Olympia because the more superior physiques were off. Do you agree?
No. Derek was a little off, but Hottie wasn't off. Hottie was off Friday, but not Saturday.
I didn't think Hottie was off.
No.
But you can argue Samson was a little off, so that gets rid of that whole entire argument.
I don't know, man. That doesn't.
I hate that question.
I think that's a horrible argument because it's like those three all have so many strengths that.
No, I'm using that as my argument. I'm not saying he was. I'm just saying that's an argument that's just easily rid of that.
No. I know what I'm saying is like. To me, they're all pretty even. Like, if it depends who's got the best package that day is going to win.
It's who's that day. Like, who cares?
It's who nails it right at that moment.
Well, actually, that's not even true. Hold on a minute. Let me see if you guys agree with this statement. If Samson is in shape, he always beats Derek and Hottie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah.
So then it's not.
He has more muscle and better aesthetic. So if he's in condition, he beats him. Yeah.
So then
if he's peeled, then he wins.
Yeah.
So then it can't be a fluke. He's better because he was more in shape. And if they miss the mark, that's their fault. If they come in 100% and he comes in 100%, he still beats them.
Yeah.
Okay. If you had to switch your life for someone else's from the podcast, who would you switch and why?
God.
None.
Then you guys want my life.
I feel like you hate your life, Paul.
No, I love my life, Nick. I do. I bitch about it, but I do love my life.
I'm taking Seth.
Definitely not picking Guy.
You got a good life, Ian.
No, but the question is,
you're a lazy fuck.
I'm probably gonna take Ian or
That's
James.
not why.
I was gonna say.
You wouldn't want to do. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's not why, Guy.
I know why.
Why?
Thanks, Nick. No. You're such an asshole.
What are we missing?
Nick, too early, bro. You gotta tell us what you're laughing at. You're on the fucking podcast. No.
Just give us a hint that we might understand. Just give us a hint that we might understand the people.
Little sprinkle.
Yeah.
No, Guy just always has stress in his life, and I don't want that.
Okay. I think we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you like to take?
They have no clue.
Are you sure? Are you sure we don't?
No clue.
Okay. Let's move on
I'd probably take Fouad or Ian just because single.
Yeah,
they're not single, but
I'm not single. Not single.
Oh my God. You don't have kids. That's right.
What about me?
Yeah. Back to editing the podcast.
I don't want to go back to competing right now, Nick. I don't want to go back to competing.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to go back to competing.
That's why the next one to Seth would be take Nick, because I still have like that itch in me that wants to compete at that level a bit, you know. But Seth, obviously, me and Seth have a lot of like common interests with like, you know, hunting and outdoor stuff. Obviously, I'm trying to have kids, and you know, Seth has an established family and business, and like, you know, that's kind of where I see myself going. So I mean, obviously, Seth's the easiest pick for me.
I feel like if I pick Seth, nothing would really change. Besides, I'd be
have 3 kids.
Yeah.
Stable relationships.
You don't want to pick me, bro?
Bro, I would. You do nothing all day. I don't know what I would do. I would lose my fucking mind.
You'd be a fucking elite bodybuilder. That's what.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I'd want to sign up for that.
Oh, that's the best life.
Well, that sucks.
All right, let's move on.
I would try Fouad's life for a day.
I would like to try Fouad's life just because I would like to feel what it's like to have the kind
Somebody
of ball.
pick up my dog poop.
Well, the kind of balls he has behind motor vehicles, just to feel what that feels like to get behind a motorcycle.
If I was Fouad for a day, I wouldn't get on that thing.
I've been driving to the gym with him for 20 years. I know what it's like. You don't want to.
Yeah, but it's different when you're in the driver's seat like that. Like I feel really good behind machinery, but like Fouad just has a different level of like not give a fuck. I would love to feel that confidence behind vehicles. You know,
I do not.
Still trying to talk Seth into getting a motorcycle, but we'll see.
I know.
Seth, no.
Okay, question. Do you like to take bubble baths?
Yes.
I love a good bubble bath.
For sure.
I do too. Yes.
I took one last week.
Okay. Guy, you probably think it's gay, right?
Yeah.
I can just see guys like, is that's gay? I'm not doing it.
You need the bubbles in there so that it hides.
Seth, are we right here with that?
Listen, I feel like I'm missing out because like, I like jacuzzis. Like I like a hot tub.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, but that's not
Hot
a
tub's different. Yeah.
but I've never taken a soothing bubble bath. I mean, that might help
Pretty good.
in my stressful life.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with a nice bubble bath.
It's
No,
pretty
but I
good.
actually-
Seth. You're
I
missing it.
wouldn't, Seth. I wouldn't even know what to use for bubbles.
That's I was actually going to ask, like, where do I buy the bubbles?
Well, that's why you need a female partner, because they just
Right.
acquire these things and you use them. I actually now take bubble baths. I go into my bathroom. This is super fucking gay. I shut off all the lights. I light,
You
That's
fucking
gay.
loser.
I light 2 candles, and then I get in the bubble bath.
And do what?
way.
And then I'll just like watch YouTube on my phone and just like fucking chill, you know?
Relax.
Paul has no idea what that's
I
like.
think
He's
that's
like,
a
No,
great
I
time.
don't. I can't
Yeah.
relate to you guys at all with that.
Why?
I don't have time for a bath.
you don't
And I
have
That's
time.
also-
my problem. That's
Paul,
my
you sit on a
problem.
podcast for 2 hours every week. You could just
I
take a
know.
bath, you know?
Yeah, but maybe next week I'll skip it. I'll take a bath.
It's
Yeah,
half
do
an-
it.
It's
My
half an
bath
hour.
is so small. I can only fit my lower body in anyways. It's like a bath
Yeah.
shower.
Oh, you're so
That's-
fucking huge.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say, Ian. That's not,
And
I used
lats
to be.
don't fit.
I used to be huge, but no, I have a shower tub. You know,
So do I.
so it's not a full tub. Like my
I get
lower
it.
body only. You don't fit in one of those tubs.
Well, my tub, I fit in it. It's like I'm not sprawling out like a hot tub, but I'm fine. Yeah.
But like your limbs must be hanging right out of the tub.
No, I can get in it and fucking chill in, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't picture
You wouldn't
that.
do it.
man.
You
Fucking-
wouldn't do it.
I
You
wouldn't do it,
anyway.
man.
I
Paul,
can take
let's-
labs.
I got kids. They be banging on the
Guys,
door.
can I just educate everybody about Paul for 1 second? If it has any tinge of gay in it, he's not doing it.
Never.
Like if it makes him at all feel homosexual, it's
I'm not
out.
doing it.
He's not
Paul,
doing it.
Paul, you can't fit in your tub.
Pardon?
You don't fit in your tub.
He fits in the tub. He doesn't want to be gay. That's why he
I
doesn't
could do
take
a
a bath.
fucking. I could do a lap inside mine.
Paul, what about
Paul,
like
you get pedicures?
I've had a couple. My feet do get a little rough.
gay boy.
That was at the wife's
You're
request
gay.
because I was cutting her in bed at night. My feet
Yeah,
would
I
get
do.
pretty rough.
I think pedicures are absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
I
no,
got
They are
pedicures
nice.
before.
Wait a
They
minute.
are nice.
Okay, hold on a minute. Why is pedicure not gay?
Because I got my feet get rough looking for
So
that.
you just arbitrarily decide what's gay and what's not.
Yeah,
No,
Paul.
no. This is something I actually need because if I wore sandals,
Okay, hold on. I could easily say that the bath is a stress reliever and I need it.
just take a shower.
What about an Epsom
Shower's
salt
not the
bath?
same as a
Same
bath.
thing, Paul.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
but
saying. I
You're
like driving
lying in your own
private car.
filth too.
You can't relax in a shower.
1 second.
Paul.
This always comes up. How dirty are you that you think because you're in the water it's
Well, then
filth?
just shower first. Shower and then get in the bath.
Like
You
how
gotta
dirty?
Well, if I take a shower, what's the point of getting in the bath afterwards?
Well, because the
Because
bath
the
isn't
shower-
necessary to clean you, it's relaxing.
Thank you.
I can see. I can maybe relate because I go in my pool to relax in the summer months.
Yeah.
So in that way, I can maybe
Yeah,
understand
so
what you're
just take
talking
a
about.
bubble bath, bro.
See, Paul, what I do is if I want to like actually be clean, I take the bath and then when I'm letting the water out of it, I turn the shower on, I stand up,
All
I
right.
kind of wash myself, and then I get out, you know?
I don't like to sit still for too long.
My nose is fucking itchy.
What do you mean? You watch TV for like an hour or two every night.
If it's something I'm interested in, yeah. But I couldn't
watch
watch
it in the
myself.
bath.
I don't have a TV in my bathroom.
Your
Bring
phone.
a laptop in.
This my Dell. My Dell's got to be plugged in.
Your
I don't
phone.
even reach.
Your phone.
The hands be wet.
No, they won't.
Oh
Put
my
your
God,
hands in
this
the
guy.
water.
Things that sticks.
If I'm gonna watch TV, I'm gonna watch it in the comfort of the bed or my couch. I'm
You're
not
so
gonna watch it in the bathtub.
You just think it's gay. Just
You
say
guys
it.
are fucking gay. That's all.
See,
You guys do
that's
your
it.
tubs. You're fucking. Yeah, you guys do your tubs. The gay shit.
If Paul is singing along to a rap or hip hop song and they say a racial slur, does Paul sing that part too?
If I'm alone in my car,
You say the
absolutely.
N word, Paul?
Paul lets,
If I'm
Paul
alone
lets
in my
it rip.
car,
He lets it rip. Like just
I
like,
do not let it rip.
You hard R it?
I'm respectful of my environment.
Do you hard R it?
When there's no one around, it's hard R's all around.
Damn, Paul. You're hard R and shit.
Well, generally in a song, they're going to end it with an A, not an hard R, but yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
saying.
Paul does the R on
True.
purpose.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you racist
me
gay.
too,
You're
Paul.
just
Me too.
making-
Racist motherfucker.
Oh, you
I'm married to a black woman. I'm
racist
like, how can I be
fuck.
racist?
Yeah, he's allowed to. Yeah, he's got to pass.
I got to pass. I'm married into it.
All right. What's the night? This one's for Paul. What's the nicest, gayest thing someone's done for you?
Made you bubble bath?
No. Someone gave me a blanket once, or a towel actually. It was supposed to be like my.
That's gay?
I know. I was going to say that. I'm like, what?
Okay, well let me explain. It's like it was a towel that was given to me as a gift. Because remember the towel thing?
Why is that gay?
It was a
Why is
blanket.
it gay?
It looked
I don't
more like
know
a blanket
I
than
don't
a towel.
know the towel thing. What do you
Was
mean?
it a
The,
used
Because he only
towel?
because he
I'll
uses
take a nice fucking
because he
towel
uses
any
his
day of the
family's
week.
towel. He doesn't
oh,
use
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so someone gave me and had my name put on it, but it's more of a blanket than a towel.
That's
So it's kind of
amazing.
like
I'll take a
looks like
nice towel. I don't give
it looks
fuck.
like a baby's blanket though.
You
It's
still
not
have
that
it?
big. Yeah, I have it.
Why is that gay?
It was a gift. No, it's not gay. But I mean, maybe like if I were to carry it around or something, if I were to bring it
Well,
somewhere.
the question is the nicest, gayest thing.
If
The
you
nicest,
carried it
gayest
around,
thing.
you would be a baby.
I got one of my first
Irish
gay
blanket
messages.
around.
I got one of my first gay DMs recently. A proposal.
What did it
Show
say?
your
What
dick?
did it say? What did it say? What did it
Guy
say?
said he wanted to suck my dick or something.
What'd you say? Fuck yeah.
No, I deleted
Sign
it.
me up.
First, the
Did you
guy was
respond?
like,
Did you
first,
respond?
well, this is why I got trapped. So the
You
first,
totally
the first message,
responded.
well, I didn't know where the guy was going. The first
Wait.
message was, "Hi, Paul." So I just message, "Hi."
Why would you respond to? Okay.
You
I respond to everybody, Fouad.
Why
So
are
I
you
just
responding to
responded
hi?
hi
Why,
back.
why are you responding to hi Paul though? Why?
I respond to all those.
Well, maybe you had a
Do
question.
you really?
know? Yeah.
I respond to almost every DM I get.
I
I
respond-
have about 8 million DMs unanswered.
Yeah.
I respond to questions. I don't respond to hi Fouad. I'm like,
Well, they'd be high food. I'd be like, hey, what's up? And they'd be like, hey, just a question about training. I'd be like, yeah, what's up? Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
you
So this
respond.
person said, "Hi, Paul." So I
Yeah.
said hi, and then they said, "You're hot," and I put LOL. And then they said they
Why?
wanted to suck my dick. I just found it funny. Like,
Wait,
I don't know.
you put LOL? That's
Yeah.
fucking.
That's
something
inviting,
else.
Paul. That's
Like,
inviting.
sus.
apparently in gay world, that's
super
inviting. I
sus,
didn't know
yeah.
that.
So you,
Yeah. So
you
then he asked
don't.
me to suck it. If he
so
could
you
suck
don't-
my
so you don't-
SYD.
He thought that you made him laugh. So now that was the
Yeah.
invitation
Saw
for
an
him to ask
opportunity.
you to suck your dick.
I didn't realize I was opening a door there. So
you
but I
don't
shut
thi-
it immediately.
Okay, so hold on a minute. You think it's gay to take a bath, but you don't think it's gay to put LOL when a guy says you're hot.
I just
Yeah.
thought it was funny. Like,
You have a
It's a
weird
little-
definition
yeah.
of gay, Paul.
It's a little bit
I thought it
strange.
was funny. I actually thought it was funny because I'm like, I'm not hot. And maybe, especially
You
to
don't
other
know.
men, I'm
He
sure I'm
thinks you're
not
hot.
hot.
He thinks you're hot.
He was
Yeah,
flattered.
well,
He
Paul was
thought you were
flattered.
lovey-dovey, bro.
I just thought
I'd
it was-
bang you.
Were you guy?
Yeah.
I let you?
Guy, what's the nicest, gayest thing someone's done for you?
Oh.
By the way, Lee Priest's answer, he blew me.
I had a guy send me in the mail a used WWE fucking Ultimate Warrior shirt like years ago.
That's
Used?
kind of gay. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
kinda
used,
cool, though.
like washed 8,000 times. Gross.
Kind of gay, but also pretty cool.
I asked somebody,
I was gonna say, I thought that was kind of cool.
somebody emailed me if I could send them pictures of me sticking my stomach out like I
Of
was
your cock.
putting-
Well, naked?
Like you
Oh,
were
that's
what?
that's like a gay fetish thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What is?
Like
Taking
pushing
your
your
belly
stomach out
button.
on muscular men. Yeah.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Weird.
That's kind
Why?
of gay.
Just is. I don't know.
I'll pass,
Really,
bro.
really?
I'll pass.
I like those hairy fucking
Yeah.
They love
lumpy
me then.
motherfuckers.
They love me in my distended belly.
Those polar bears.
I'm good.
Those
I am so
beards,
good.
Paul.
Pardon?
Like those white beards.
What
That's a
the-
bear. Paul's a bear. You
Oh,
know?
I've been thinking about shaving this lately.
Is there a
Might
need?
shave it.
Is there a need for more bodybuilding judges?
You know, actually, this is a good conversation. I had a guy messaging me the other day, and I think he was very serious, saying that they need to do basically DEI hires to have more black judges because inherently white people will always generally favor white physiques, and that like if you ask a bodybuilder, a white bodybuilder favors
Tempston won the Olympia.
Yeah, sure. Wait, but they're saying, you know, that you need more diversity of the judging panel to eliminate more personal biases towards your own race and physiques that you
So-
can relate to.
So this
I
person
don't
is assuming
think
that every
I
white
think
judge
that's
is racist.
Or not even saying that it's an intentional thing. And they said that he's like, this has been very studied, you know, that there is like an unintentional bias towards it, that they, you know, they need to have the panels more.
The only problem with
agree
that,
with that.
the only problem with that is the majority of the time the black guy wins.
I know, that's what I said.
Bodybuilding, yeah.
That's kind of what I'm thinking here is that the majority of the time that's what
Yeah, the
happens.
white
I
guy's
think it's
fucked.
I think it's good already.
Um,
Yeah.
Like in
What
bodybuilding, it doesn't. There's not like I don't know. It kind of. It's not that it disappears, but it kind of disappears. Like we're all. You're so into bodybuilding that you're like, look at
Well-
this guy's physique. It's fucking unbelievable.
It's the
Yeah,
same thing when you're
I don't
looking
see
at.
color.
It's the same thing when you're looking at chicks on stage. Like when I'm looking at the bikini chicks, I'm not like.
But
You're not looking at them like you look at it like a stripper could be wearing the same thing,
Yeah.
but you're not looking at like a bikini chick that way for some reason because she's tanned and fucking got oil.
sure.
on
But
her.
there is some truth to it that if you ask like 100 white bodybuilders, their favorite bodybuilder, most of them are going to say Jay Cutler,
If you
Dorian
ask,
Yates.
okay, I agree with you on that. If you ask fans,
Yeah.
but I think judges are trained to not have
Maybe.
that subconscious, right? And I mean, it's evident by the people that are winning shows. It's like,
Yeah.
There's more black guys winning shows than white guys.
Well, yeah, because there's just more better black bodybuilders. Yeah.
Would you rather never see your best friend again or never hear your best friend again?
Never see.
I'll never see him. I don't want to see him.
So you can talk on the phone, but you can't see him.
I never want to.
Yeah, we can talk.
I never want to hear.
I think
Paul
it would be.
Or I
think
could
it'd be
train
worse
with
if
you.
I can't hear you.
Or I can still train with you for
It's
that. But I
worse
don't
if I
listen to
can't
you.
hear you.
That's why I said I don't want to hear you.
My training's pretty important.
You can't talk anymore. I can see you, and you can make me laugh and stuff.
But one of the best parts of Paul is like the funny little quips that he says. If you
yeah,
lost
but
that,
he does those things with his face, though. I can tell by his facial expressions.
Yeah.
Be good enough. I don't have to hear. I don't have to hear.
he would almost get like
Entertaining my
more
expressions,
expressive because that's how he'd have to communicate. You know.
I would. I'd have to express myself more with facial expressions, body gestures. I go with Senior Fouad. I still train with you. I just wouldn't talk to you.
Do you lick the lip of the blender bottle after shaking your protein before you drink it? What the fuck?
I have seen people do that.
Yes.
Do you?
This is. I don't know about lick it, but
Like, suck it out.
suck it out. Yeah.
Suck it out. Yeah.
I don't do that.
Do you think life is too short to hold grudges? How rewarding is it to make amends with people? Hi, Nick.
No grudge here.
When is the
I
Paul
want to
versus?
see that question. Was that really there? I think that's a bullshit question.
I swear to God.
I think you just made that fucking question up.
Wait, can you see it?
No.
Yeah, a whole
We-
white
we
fucking
believe you.
block. That's what I can see.
Yeah, I can't.
That doesn't see. That's horrible. Horrible. Awful.
I can't
Worse.
read. I can't read.
Horrible.
We
So
believe
bad.
you. We believe
So
you.
bad.
There, read
So
it.
bad.
Just send it in a
So
group
bad.
chat, Fouad.
Fuck you guys.
We believe you.
When is the Paul versus Ian race?
Well, we're
Whenever-
negotiating the.
Whenever Paul wants to get his fucking ass whooped.
Well, we're still negotiating the terms.
Well, I actually am in on the bet now, and I'm going to pay for Ian's side of it if he loses.
What do you mean?
Wait, what?
Well, you're going to give Paul 20 yards instead of 10. But
No.
if you lose, I'll pay it. Don't worry.
At most, I'll give him 15. I'm not giving him 20.
Are you scared that you can't beat me with 20?
It doesn't matter. I'm
I
going to
won't be able to beat you with 20. That's
You
ridiculous.
don't think so?
No, of course not. You're running half the distance I am.
You're
That's
20
impossible.
years. You're 20 years younger
You
than
saw
me.
how fucking slow he was. You're going to beat him at 20 anyway.
I think it would be hard for like fucking an Olympic sprinter to beat someone with half the distance.
Can I get winner?
To beat
Ian.
me with half the distance.
Ian, I'm telling you, he's going to tear a muscle or fall on his face.
It's very high likelihood.
I'll meet him in the middle and give him 15 on 40.
Ian, you want? I'll raise you.
Let's tape off
I think
35.
that's
Let's
fair.
tape off 25 at the gym. I don't want to see what 25 looks like.
No, you got to take the bet now.
I think
Stop
it's
fucking.
fair.
He gave you another 5 yards, man.
Paul, stop being a pussy.
Think it's enough?
He gave you another 5 yards.
Do I think it's enough?
Okay,
Oh,
I'll take
come
it.
on
I'll
now.
take it. I'll take it.
Nick and Guy, this was the original bet. Somebody said Paul gets a 10-yard head start, and they run for 40 yards and see if Ian could beat him. So Paul was very, very confident that he would beat Ian
Until I saw what 30.
until he saw what 40 yards looked like.
So short.
And then he was like, no, I want 20 yards. So he wants
Paul-
a 20.
Paul, it's like
He wants a 20-yard head start.
It's
My-
like it'll be like 8 or 9 seconds of running for you. It's not far. You know,
Here, 9 seconds. You think it's going to take me that long to run 30 meters?
probably.
You takes you 9 seconds to run 40.
I bet you it's 8 seconds. You run at 8 second 30.
There's no way.
Okay,
that's
side
far.
bet. I'll break 8 seconds.
Paul, that's still horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, I know, but I can beat it, guys. So these guys think I can't make 25 meters in 8 seconds.
I ran a 4.58 in college. You're talking about an 8.
I'm 52 years old, guy. I've got injuries. I've got tile foot. I got all kinds of problems.
There's no
Well,
way.
40
There's no
yards.
way.
I got breathing problems.
You're not doing 8 seconds.
No.
Hey, I'll do under 8 seconds.
How far under? 7?
Well, I'm not going to say. I'm just going to say under 8.
No. Can you do under 7?
Well, I don't know.
30
I
yards.
think so. 30 yards. No,
you want to-
25 yards.
40 yards.
Yeah, I could do 25 yards in under 7 seconds. I'll take that bet.
25. Yeah, you could probably do. You're right. Yeah.
But I said 30.
And how fast do you think you can do it in?
What?
40.
Right now.
Right now, if I could do a 5.5, I'd be pretty happy.
I don't know what the fuck. 5.5. Okay. I thought you were talking about like a 5x5.
5.
What?
You're never
Talking
going
about a 5.5, like 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, 5.5 seconds. If I could do 40 in that now, I'd be pretty happy with myself.
You're not going to catch me. 5.5 speed.
Which I think I can do pretty. I realistically think 5.5 won't be very hard.
Paul, I
for
don't
me.
think you realize how slow you are, dude.
I know I'm slow Fouad, but I thought he had faster speed than 5.5. He's not going to catch me.
Paul.
Paul, you
Okay,
don't
then,
know.
then I'll run a 5 flat, Paul. No problem.
You can't train. That was part of the bet.
You think even if I train for a month, Paul, it would make no difference anyways.
Yeah, I don't think it will.
You training for this next 3 weeks is completely pointless, other than maybe hurting yourself.
Yeah, what are you going to do in 3 weeks? Become
Nothing.
Benjamin Button?
I'm working my explosive power. I'm working on it.
Nothing. It'll do nothing. You know.
We'll see.
You guys are fucking awesome.
All right.
See.
Last question. Oh no, that's
Two more.
That's too serious. Nope.
Man.
Nope. If two men share a cigar together in a dimly lit room, is that gay?
Wow. Yes.
Yes. You don't share
No,
cigars.
no.
Yeah, no.
I don't think they mean share one. I think they mean like having a cigar.
No,
that's fine. That's
not
totally
what
fine.
sharing a cigar means.
Super straight.
Oh yeah, no. If you're not
I
using the
think
same
it's
cigar,
straight.
yeah.
As
If
long
you're
as
not
you're
using the
smoking
same cigar, that's fine. Yeah.
By the way,
yes.
after your ice cream situation where you said if two men are sitting there licking a cone, that means
Yeah.
they're gay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Ian says if two men are sitting eating ice cream together, they're gay.
On a cone.
On a cone.
Like lapping
I
it.
kind
think I've ordered a
I kind
cone
of agree with that. I kind of agree with
And
that.
it's only if it's 2 men. If there's 3 men, it's not gay anymore.
But no, listen. So I'm walking into my seat at the Arnold, and this guy jumps out of his seat and he grabs me. He's like, "Look." He's like, "They're gay," and there was 3 guys sitting next to each other.
It's 3 though. It's fine.
It still looked gay. All 3 of them had a fucking cone. They were like,
No way.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, what's the likelihood of that happening after the podcast?
Super gay.
Okay. What's gayer, getting laser hair removal or Botox?
Botox.
I don't know.
Botox.
That's a tricky one.
I want to say Botox.
Yeah, because laser you can kind of
Yeah.
justify it.
I got my
you know.
back lasered hair. That's not gay.
I've got lots of Botox, so I don't know. They're both-
So it's not gay because you've done it. You
I know,
fucking
right?
fag.
Well, no, wait. Wait.
If you're doing
the
it for
fact-
comfort reasons.
The fact that I've done it probably solidifies that it is a little gay, but I haven't done any laser hair removal, so.
I love Guy and fucking Paul's reasoning for shit. As long as they don't think it's gay, then it's not gay.
Yeah.
So okay.
Not gay.
That's all that matters.
Yep. Gotta live with myself.
You got Botox, Ian?
Oh, I used to get it all the time. I
What?
haven't got it. I
Really?
haven't gotten it in a while.
Where?
I used to get
You
it on
don't need it.
my forehead, and my eyes all the time. I haven't had it in probably 18 months though. It's
Why?
probably all gone now.
Yeah, you don't need it. What do you need it for?
Well, the point of Botox is it's preventative. It's
Well, he
not
doesn't
like
need
Oh.
it. That's why looks like he doesn't
Yeah.
need it because he gets it.
Oh, it's preventative?
that's why
So
I feel
like,
this
so
moved there.
I'm
Well,
too far gone.
what Botox does is it's like a neurotoxin that basically paralyzes the muscle. So then you can't move it and get the wrinkles, right?
You should get it, Paul.
Well, I'm too far gone probably.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
It
I'm
would
starting
smooth
to
out,
52.
smooth out all that shit in your
Hold
face.
us too
It's
far
not
gone to
too
be
far gone.
paralyzed?
So I just got a couple lines right there.
Yeah, it would
Get
smooth
that
all that
taken
out.
You've
I
had
want some
Botox, right,
filler.
Fouad?
I want some filler for right there.
What's that, Ian?
You've had Botox, right?
Yeah, a couple times.
You want to make your nose bigger?
No. See, I got this fold right here. And if I
Imagine-
can fill that in, it'd make my nose look smaller.
Seth, what are you doing?
Seth, we have the
That's
same
why I need it.
Like,
Look,
right here.
the wrinkles.
This-
Wait, can you send me? Can someone send me a picture of Paul really quick, just like a face-on picture?
I don't think I have one. Why?
Because I'm gonna chat GPT it and get it to do Paul with a nose job. I want to see what it would look like.
Oh, I'd like to see that myself.
Yeah, send me a picture.
I'll send you a picture.
He's like,
Yeah.
let me send you a selfie.
Just take a selfie right now.
Okay, okay.
I'll put it on like the chat GPT and say, do this with a nose job and see what it looks like.
For Ian, who's hotter, Brad Pitt, Legends of the Fall, or Brad Pitt, Troy?
Oh, but Brad Pitt, Troy, fuck.
Oh
yeah.
my God!
Troy,
There's no
all
fucking
day,
way.
dude.
There's no way. You guys are fucking serious.
Yeah, Brad Pitt,
I'm
Troy is
picking Troy.
undefeated, man.
Brad Pitt, Legends of the Fall is a stud.
Gorgeous
No,
too. but-
dude. Brad Pitt
Are
and
you
Troy
kidding
was
me?
a handsome
Oh,
fella.
Troy is fucking.
He's like
delicious,
a fucking in fucking Legends of the Fall. He's like a wrangler that goes to war and like kills everybody. What are you
Oh
talking
no,
about?
and
That's what
Troy,
he did in
he's-
Troy. What do you
You're
mean?
arguing about who is a hotter guy?
Brad Pitt and Troy
Why,
is a
why do you
fucking
think
10,
that's?
bro.
You think that's gay, guy?
What? They're arguing about how hot a guy is? No,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, no. Let's see the doctored version.
That's just the picture you sent me. I'm gonna do it right now. We'll keep talking. It's gonna take me a minute.
Oh,
Oh, okay. We're waiting for you. What's the biggest regret you have in your bodybuilding career, Nick?
2024.
Oh, the whole year. The whole year.
Wipe it out.
I listened to episode 1. Do you feel like it will make it to episode 1,000. Yes. Would you agree? Nope. Nope. Is it gay to use a bidet? No.
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 Oh no, I love
no,
a
no.
bidet.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I want to get one.
I sit on there when I'm not
love-
even taking a shit.
Ian just likes to feel the water rush up his bum.
Oh my god, yeah.
Get enema.
Boxers with or without a fly?
I don't use the fly anyways.
Fly. They don't typically come with flies.
I don't wear underwear.
Boxers have a fly.
Well, like just
The buttons?
the thing you can open up to pull your dick out.
The fly.
Nobody uses that. That shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, you just pull down the boxers and like
Depends.
Nobody uses that.
unless you're trying to
Wait.
fuck with your boxers on.
Wait, depends on what.
The loose fitting ones that I wear to bed that have a button
Yeah.
where the dick is.
How old are
where
you?
the dick, where the dick is. The dick is?
that I'll just take my dick out and piss when I'm in.
Where the
I'm
dick
in middle of
is?
the night. Yeah, that I'll just pull my dick out of there and pee.
That little thing.
Well, I wear
Why do
Italian,
you, why do you wear old boxers like the old
to
man
bed.
boxers?
No, not old boxers. They're just
No.
loose fitting boxers for
Old
bed.
the old man boxers, the loose fitting ones. Like those are gross.
Just to bed. It's the only time I wear them. Just to bed.
Those are the ones where like you can still see your schmeckle through like the hole in the button.
That's what I like. That's what I like. So in case the wife's in the mood.
Yeah. What? Okay, my boxers don't have a hole in them. So
I
My-
wear shorts to bed. I go to bed with the shorts I have on now.
Nick, you don't wear underwear.
I
With
don't,
no underwear?
I don't wear underwear.
Yeah,
You don't wear underwear, Nick, at all?
You don't wear underwear ever.
No.
No?
No.
with these on.
Nope.
Really?
You know it's good for your dick. You know it's good for your dick, right?
I know. I tell you that's why a lot of African guys have bigger dicks.
What's good for your dick?
Not wearing underwear.
Really?
Yeah, just let it hang low.
Well, it's good for your balls for utility reasons, and it's good for your dick because it hangs and the gravity will pull it down a little further for you.
Yeah, like those
You know,
tribes where they wear
you
skirts.
Give you-
know, extra,
It'll give you an extra half an inch if you need it.
need a little.
I hang like a little anvil at the tip of mine just to make sure and fucking stretched out. Would Paul ever get pegged to have the tile foot? Never
No.
again.
No,
Yes.
I'll go see my foot doctor and get it shaved off every couple months.
Old towel foot.
Yeah, it hasn't come back in a while, actually.
Is gay?
Supposed-
Well, there's a lot of gay questions here. This is really weird.
You guys do welcome it quite a bit.
I'm just asking the questions. I'm not. I didn't make them up.
ChatGPT's fucking it up. It's not working.
Ah,
Is
Sad.
Ian's porn search over 41% when he's on the sauce?
You kind of
Well, what-
alluded to it last time, Ian.
What would be okay? Give me some
He
examples. Of what
he
would be,
did kind of admit it last time. He's like, yeah,
Give me some examples of what would be like kind of gay. You know?
Two guys bang.
like you probably watch tranny porn when you're all sauced up.
Oh no, definitely not.
He's
I
lying.
think
He's not lying so
I
bad.
think
No,
it's-
I'm not.
I
I'm not
think-
into tranny porn at all.
Fuck at this. Fouad.
I think
Fouad.
What the hell's that?
Okay, last question. Would you rather fight one round with a UFC champion or ride a bull?
Oh,
That's actually a good one.
Fight one
That
round.
is a good one.
I don't know if I want to fight it one round with John Jones.
Yeah,
I think
I
I'll.
wouldn't waste it.
You just run away from him for a round.
I
You
think
won't
riding
make
a
it.
bull would fuck you up. dude.
Nah, man, you gotta fight, bro.
I think I'm riding the bull.
I think I'm fighting.
I kind of always wanted to try riding the bull anyway.
Bro, that
I'm gonna ride the bull just because I always wanted to ride the bull.
Nick, you would have every fucking thing in your body just destroyed.
I don't really want to get kicked in the face by John Jones.
I want to kick
Like
by
I
a
don't
bull
want
either, though.
like
But-
imagine John Jones' shin going across your fucking nose.
No, but
I
at
just
least,
think
you have,
the-
Fouad, at least you have a fighting chance. You can move in like defense. A bull, just like this.
no.
The potential repercussions are
Listen.
just way higher with the bull.
Listen,
I think so,
you
too.
have guy. The fact that you said you have a chance is the worst. That you have absolutely no chance.
I'm saying,
John Jones will kick you in your face no matter what you try and do. I've seen you box.
Yeah, but this is the thing. At least if he kicks you in the face, you're just unconscious. If the bull kicks you off and like stomps on your head, you're dead.
You're dead.
yeah.
Yeah, but most likely that bull will
Paralyzed.
kick you off, and then those clown guys come and get you. And take
Or
you off.
or you're paralyzed, or you're fucking breaking bones like a fucking femur or something. I'm not.
Boy,
doing that.
that bull
Yeah.
would fucking paralyze
Yeah,
us.
no, I'm taking John Jones all day.
Me too.
The thing is, you guys are right, but I've always wanted to do the bull riding, so I think I'm going to go with the bull riding.
I'm still picking
I'll
bull.
pay for you to go bull riding.
Okay, let's do it.
No interest in that.
Fuck that.
No, zero.
I watch that shit on TV. That's crazy.
I've watched it in person, and people get fucked up.
Up.
Yeah, it's crazy,
I'm
man.
terrified to ride a horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's terrifying.
really?
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never ridden a horse before.
Really?
Oh, it's awesome. They're easy.
Oh
I
yeah, no,
imagine-
horses is easy to ride. Yeah.
I imagine they would strap my hand into that rope thing, and then the bull would start bucking, and I would just tear my bicep off, and then my shoulder.
Yeah.
And then it would just be like,
And what if you're stuck and things just throwing you around like a rag doll?
Yeah, that happens all
I
the
know.
time.
Yeah.
I know.
I think I still want to do it though. Maybe before I die. It's on my bucket list.
Terrible thing to have.
I'm still
to have on
picking
your
the
bucket
ball.
list. Oh,
Nope.
All right.
one more.
What do you mean one more?
Doesn't matter. You can't end on a fucking bull riding. Come on, one more.
Why? It's great.
One more.
Okay, one more. Why is it? There's so many. Is it gays? Jesus.
No more gay.
No, I know. Does anyone actually clean between their toes, or is the soapy water running down enough?
Soapy water running down.
Soapy water does
That's
enough.
a good. That's a good question.
I wipe my feet. I with the loofah. That's it.
Nobody
me
here.
too.
Nobody here cleans between your toes.
No, man, soapy water, plenty.
Yeah. You have to need to get in there like that.
Sometimes I will take the shower head and turn on to like jet mode and like just spray my feet, but I don't usually get in between the toes too crazy now.
Yeah, like in the summertime, I'll get in there a little bit. Like if I was walking out with
Yeah.
no shoes on.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're at a beach or something.
Let's see. Fouad, are you still thinking of moving to Texas? Maybe. Paul, choose between going on an extremely lavish date with Tom Cruise or everyone thinks you did. So you have to go on one with
I
him.
go with Tom.
Would you?
I go with Tom.
I go with Tom. And if, like you know,
Sure we could have interesting things to
Lovely
talk
night.
about.
Paul, where would you where would you place in a 40-yard dash against Terry Fox, Stephen Hawking, and Forrest Gump? Stephen
He
Hawking
comes second.
in a
He comes
wheelchair.
second.
Yeah, it's probably automatic. He probably wouldn't beat me in that thing. So I'd say second behind Stephen Hawking. He's got a mechanical advantage though.
I think Forrest Gump would get you.
yeah, he'd smoke you.
No, the retards have beat me in.
No.
The retard.
No, you can't say that.
Why?
You can't
He
say
was a
retard. You can't
Oh,
say-
you'll get
No,
okay.
retard's back in style, bro. You're allowed to say that.
Brad, you said that earlier in the podcast.
Retard's
did?
cool now. Yeah.
I did.
Retard's cool again.
Yeah, retard's cool again. You're allowed to say it.
Oh, Trump's in power, right? You can say retard again.
Paul, who won the best looking award at the Arnold?
On stage or off stage?
On stage. Well, we already know Theo is sitting next to you, so
Yeah, he was.
I got a picture.
Yeah, me too. On stage, I've always liked Samson's looks. For, if I'm gonna,
Into the black
love-
man.
you
if I'm
love-
gonna go the black man, I'm
I
gonna
love
go
big
Samson.
black dudes, man. Holy
I-
Love that
That's how you
shit.
roll,
I
bro.
love that shit.
I think
Paul,
Samson's handsome.
do you ever get into the BBC category when you're watching
Wow.
porn?
No, because I usually like to imagine I'm the star in the movie, so I can't really.
I'm with you, Paul. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah, I
really?
can't. What do you mean?
You like to picture yourself being the guy?
I shouldn't say that probably.
Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. I'm with you in the tree.
Thanks,
Trust
Seth.
tree. Trust
Yeah. Yeah. So I can't relate to it. Yeah.
Okay, last one.
Last one. Let's see. Who on the podcast doesn't shower before seeing their massage therapist?
Depends.
Yeah.
If we had to pick one, guess
Like
on?
if I showered like the night before after the gym and then I have a massage first thing the next morning, I'm not going to shower again.
I'm never ever going to my massage therapist, guy or girl, without showering first.
Even if you showered like
I did it today.
Don't care.
yeah,
why?
I went
Guys.
right after I trained.
Because
would.
I'm extremely OCD about showering.
I've gone a training session and then went right to get a massage.
So
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I've done it.
That's very disrespectful.
Yeah, see, I would like if I had been say if I had showered the night before, like before bed, and then I had a shower or a massage at like 11 a.m. the next day, I would sleep, get up, go to the massage. I wouldn't worry about
yeah.
that.
As long as I don't stink or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you probably stink and don't know it.
No,
No.
I know when I stink.
Oh, okay.
I do. I mean, I know when I stink.
I don't think you do.
What are you implying?
I don't think most people do.
I
think I do.
Because I think you live in your own stink, so you don't know when you
Yeah,
stink.
yeah.
Unless you
I
stink.
mean, I have.
and if you do know when you stink, you probably stink so bad that you stunk like 3 hours earlier.
Yeah.
I think I may have like an odor, but it doesn't mean it's a foul odor.
Paul, you also have like a fucking nose that doesn't even work.
Mm.
True.
Mm.
But I can generally tell when I smell or not. Like if it's been a long day, I know I stink.
Those nostrils still work a little bit. They suck in a little.
A little bit. They got a little bit of sense still.
I feel like smell is like dehydration. Like if you're dehydrated, you're probably way too far gone. You should have drank something already.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I feel like
if you can smell yourself.
I think if you stink and you can smell it, you probably stunk a while back.
Yeah. I don't think I smell as much as I used to though. I don't sweat as much.
Well, it's because you're not on a
We take
sauce
steroids.
anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Seth, lead us off with a prayer, brother. Do a good one this week. I don't want to hear Paul's.
Let's hear it, Seth.
Daily diary.
Oh man.
I don't hear Paul's gibberish.
Gibberish.
All right, everybody, bow our heads. Dear Lord, we thank you for this opportunity to get together again for a 200th episode for the wonderful podcast that Fouad has been doing for how many years now?
5?
5 years. 5 years. It has been it's been a blessing to be a part of it. I'm very grateful for it. Very grateful for it, and as I assume that a lot of us are. We had a wonderful weekend at the Arnold. It was a great opportunity to meet so many of the fans and the people that watch this podcast and get inspired from the ridiculous things that we do on here. Thank you for our health, our friendships. It was great to be able to get together this weekend. And as we go forward, please continue to give us the strength to continue on all of our endeavors. And Nick, competing this year, please bless him with his health and all of his potential that he goes forward with. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. That's beautiful, Seth.
See that, Paul? Why can't you do that?
I'm going to try and do it more like that.
You know
like
why?
Seth next time.
His is so selfless, and yours is so selfish that it never sounds like that.
I know. Try it. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try and get a little bit more.
We're going to find out next week how good.
He needs a few more sessions with that therapist, you know?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go see him Friday. Yeah, so maybe we'll be good next week. Get some things off my chest.
Thank you, guys.
Good night, guys.
See you next week.
Good to see you guys.
Bye-bye.